screen up, so they can't see us. It's just a countdown, just so we'll be prepared.
It's whatever. I'll just play Gungeon through the entire match.
Well, hey,
through the
that's...
entire game.
Don't tell the DM that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm goofing anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not actually going to play Gungeon.
But we got... I mean, I did some rework.
Kelsa's like, so Triage, you're dead. We're sorry.
Yeah, so Triage died.
Okay, no, look, I honestly thought that they said during our date and not during the game.
Oh, well, that's a whole different problem. But did some rebranding for the VTM stuff, and this is what we ended up getting at so far. And there are still some artist people who are like, can you adjust stuff? And it's like, I'm not talented like you are, so I can do the best I can. But, you know, here's where it ended up, instead of it being Vancouver by Night, because there's another Vancouver by Night, and BD Walters is like, bro, you want to rebrand that quickly, because any promoting you do for yourself, you're also promoting for them. And it's like, that's a valid point.
The problem with that is Vancouver by Night is like a supplement. It is part of Vancouver by Night is what you call a vampire game that takes place in Vancouver.
You're right.
Right. I mean, like anything by night traditionally on the White Wolf LARP scene, like you would just have New York by night or Philadelphia by night would be like.
Yeah, what I mean is there are channels that are taking up those names.
Oh, for sure. Like I know what you're saying. It's just like that's not a specific game name. That's just like the location like of the game.
Yeah, but that's what we call ours though, because like
our LARP is called Trenton by Night because we play in Trenton. By night is just like the vampire.
Yeah, we called ours Vancouver because that was where it was set. But when we found out there was an actual like Vancouver by Night, it's like, oh, right. You know, it's fine. We'll call it something else so that we're not like, they're nice and there's nothing wrong with them. It's just, he's right. It's like any promotion you do also promotes for them, and you know, you should... Yeah,
but any promotion they do also goes for you.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that.
if they're the bigger stream, it may help you to keep the name Vancouver by Night, and they don't own the rights to that.
They don't. But I'm also not against this rebranding, and I kind of like the idea of it.
What I would do is just subtitle it. Like you could keep it like, say, Northern Lights _ Vancouver by Night or something like that. You
Could,
know what I mean?
Absolutely. And I mean, we're still calling, you know, it's still there in Vancouver, and it would be, for all intents and purposes, a Vancouver by Night. But I think giving it its own distinguishing thing also helps. But yeah, also, the new Be Right Back and Starting Soon page that's up right now was made by Shay, and I love it because Ghost Dog.
Yeah, it looks really good. I like it.
Yeah, I'm digging them.
And for all those who don't know, Ghost Dog is just a running joke for whenever my dogs feel the need to bark at something.
As they do.
And yeah, and the sound picks up during the show because they do it quite frequently. We just call them Ghost Dogs.
Makes sense to me.
Especially
I wish I was haunted by puppies.
Yeah.
Just like ghost puppies galore.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it originally started in the old Curse of Strahd game we did, because the ambient music that I had just background wolf howls. And the first time we heard it without realizing that it was there, they were like, the fuck is that? And I was like, I don't know, ghost dogs? And they're like, ghost dogs.
Love it.
So I think
it's just ghosts.
Yeah, it's
dog.
Just ghost dogs.
DAWG.
Dog.
That's very different.
That's a ghost from me, dog. Well, hey, here we are. We're the princes of the universe.
Oh no, you can see me.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I never even heard of Enter the Gungeon. What is going on?
You have to put your pants back on. It's time to get going.
Hey, the camera can only see me from like the boobs up. I mean,
it's shoulders.
Pants or no pants, it should be fine.
Rhys, I know you hate me, but I had to move my camera this time because of my monitor.
You're actually fine. I've got you lined up right where you need to be. Just don't start wiggling around a lot. Yeah, like that.
Thanks for not calling me out on my different share camera.
I noticed that and I didn't say anything. It's like, oh, whole new setup there. Nice.
This is actually where I used to stream from. I'm actually downstairs on my laptop instead of in my room with my green screen. So you can see a small sampling of my board game collection behind me.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's packet loss time. An unexpected packet loss because we were planning to not play today.
Yeah, that was my fault too.
Well, hey, it wasn't a fault. It just kind of unfortunately worked out that way.
Yeah, that's all right. Plans change and are still awesome. So let's
I'm definitely
go.
happy to be here in any case.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's like I totally forgot that we weren't playing. And then it was like, oh no, that's right.
But actually we are, so yay!
Yeah, it's like, actually we are. Yay. Oh no, I need to get dinner done. Which it's still not done. It's just in the oven. It's going to take a while to get done. So I'm more just spacing it out because I burned dinner last night thinking that we were starting an hour sooner.
Oh no.
But that's Bag of Bones time, not this time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So just so everybody knows, if I shoot lasers out of my eyes during the stream, don't be concerned.
Pretty sure that's not ever gonna happen.
What?
But good to know.
I mean, I did pay extra for the laser eyes thing.
I was gonna say,
Yep.
is this a Cyclops thing?
Wait, do you get to be like, hey, can you do the laser eye like blue light protection mode? Like, is that an option?
No, that is unfortunately not an option. They can't like yellow your cornea. That's not how that works.
Do you also have frost breath and you can fly? Is that
Yes.
also part
Iron
of it?
skin.
For sure.
Yeah. No,
No, iron
bulletproof skin. Difference. Because it doesn't have to change at all. You just don't get
Just
affected by bullets.
Just extra elastic.
Look, Rhys can now jump tall buildings in a single bound.
More powerful than a locomotive.
Yep. Faster than a speeding bullet. God,
I'm okay with all of these things.
I legit love the 40s Superman cartoons. They're wonderful.
I love in the new Shazam movie when they're trying to check off the list, like leap tall buildings in a single bound, and he goes to try to leap through, and he just crashes into some dude's office. It's amazing.
Classic.
That movie is so underrated. Like, that movie was a lot of fun.
I didn't hear anything about it when it came out. It
It's
was
not
like
a great movie by any means, but it was a lot of fun. Like, it had a lot of good yucks in it.
Yeah, they said
Yeah.
it's a very enjoyable movie.
Mm-hmm.
Nerd Fuffle said that it was the best DC movie yet, and I was like, but Wonder Woman was actually really good.
I'll agree with you on
Wonder
Wonder Woman.
The end of Wonder Woman was
Exactly.
kind of rough, but it
Exactly.
wasn't bad.
I was
That's
gonna
just what I
say
was gonna say.
that's not a high bar, but I haven't seen Wonder Woman, so I can't actually say anything.
Neither can I.
So
I
Wonder
would
Woman was
recommend
great.
it.
I've heard great things. It's just
It's
I've
on-
never gotten around
It's
to
on
it.
my
It
on my
did
list of movies to watch. I have too many of those to be fair.
It
Like
did
I have The
everything-
Lighthouse and stuff to watch. So
It did everything that you need a hero movie to do. It had the quippy jokes. It had a pretty good sense of action. The pacing was right. It's just the ending fell a little flat.
Plus, you can't beat a movie where you get both Chris Pine booty and the heck is her name? Gal Gadot boob.
Gal Gadot.
Both solid.
Yeah.
It's pronounced
This is
Godot.
Gadot.
Sure.
Look, we have to be waiting for her. It's fine.
Ooh, Fabulassi says they'll rank Shazam over Wonder Woman. Bold claims. Shazam stays
yeah,
consistent. Wonder Woman
does.
goes a bit nuts.
It does. I definitely agree with that. So, like in the third act, Wonder Woman is like very CGI heavy and gets a little weird.
And I was gonna say, for as far as nuts goes, considering that Wonder Woman and Shazam's power origins are more or less from the same areas, it's
Yep.
like, that's also really psyched that The Rock confirmed that the Black Adam movie is happening.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm stoked for that because he's a cool villain. DC makes good villains. That's like
They
the
really
one.
do.
That's the one thing
That's
I'll
the
give
big
to them.
difference.
I mean, Doctor Doom is the greatest villain ever.
Mhm.
I will agree with you. Doctor Doom is the greatest villain, now superhero, and Magneto is hands down the best villain.
I don't
slash
even
anti-hero.
want to know what's been going on in the universe of DC that nail Doctor Doom as a good guy?
Marvel. He was Iron Man for a while.
Oh wait, Marvel? What
Yeah,
Yeah,
Doctor Doom is from Marvel.
He's historically a Fantastic Four villain, dude.
Yeah.
Outro, ready to have your mind blown? For a little while, he was Iron Man. He was a good guy.
Mhm.
He was a good guy for a long
Very
time.
true.
I actually knew this, but that's
Yeah.
only because I have friends who know comics a lot better than I do.
Mhm. Also, one of
Yeah.
the best things for Civ 5, I think, is playing as like Sweden and just calling yourself Latveria, because the way that the units work, the like riflemen are basically just OP Doombots. But then you could also do the Zulu and just be Wakanda, because the Zulu warriors are basically Black Panther. Both sets are broken as fuck, and it's great for different reasons.
Wakanda's amazing. After Wakanda, all I wanted to do was go around Wakanda forever. Whoo!
Mhm.
And
I got
Jabari's.
I got a iced matcha latte today, and it's like super freaking green. If you guys can see that.
Well,
Nice.
fun fact: Jabari did get inspiration from White Gorilla, so
That's what I was just gonna say. Jabari can rest in peace.
the MCU White Gorilla, not the actual
Yes.
villain White Gorilla, because he's kind of a dickbag.
Yep. So space stuff.
Space.
Let's go to
I mean,
space, guys.
Space.
So space. Last week, y'all went on a little mission for one of Face's friends.
Which I
Mhm.
still have no idea what actually happened because I
That's
wasn't
We
able to watch it.
you know
weren't
that
here, so it's
the
very realistic.
Godfather. You know that scene from The Godfather where there's a horse head in the bed?
Sure.
Yeah, it's that, except we put a human body instead of a horse head.
It's fine.
And by we mean Flashbulb.
I did.
Personally.
Flashbulb and caution tape. Caution
Yes.
tape.
Caution tape.
Caution tape, which is best helper, by the way.
Yes. Because we all know that I would willingly sacrifice myself for caution tape.
I think we all would at this point, dude. Caution tape is best.
Yes.
Mhm.
Caution tape is the glue that keeps our crew together.
It's true. It's true.
Best boy.
Pretty
They-
Caution
much.
tape is our rock.
They are here for us to be a crew. If they were to be lost, there would be no packet loss. Just-
So I was thinking we would actually start with downtime.
I think that's what
Yes,
we're gonna do.
that's exactly what I was going to get
let
to.
me
You
get my
all
book.
successfully completed the mission. You did not successfully frame her brother for the murder of the body that was found in his bed, but you did successfully deliver the package and also steal 4 creds worth of drugs. On the
Because
side.
space, that's why.
I still think it would have been hard to frame the brother for the murder of his own best friend, but that's just me.
I
No
mean,
stops.
I didn't say it was easy.
Hey,
It's true.
hey. In the end, we got the extra 4 credits, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, because we were smart and we are like, you know what? We remember that they're drug dealers.
Yeah, you do. What kind of downtime do we want to do? And triage, you're
So,
welcome to take
one
clips
thing I
of
wanted to bring up
downtime
is-
here.
I would absolutely love to recover.
Sure.
So real quick,
Probably a good
before
idea,
anybody does stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
I was gonna pay credit for
Home
the
cooking?
Home cooking.
Ah,
Alright.
okay.
So is that
Are
right for
you?
everybody?
The question is, are you doing the cooking?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm just
So
have to
I
make
will-
sure who's spending the downtime action to do it.
I figured that Face would actually do it because like it was kind of a job for him, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So this home cooking is very much like a thank you.
Aw.
Is Fallon there? Is she eating with y'all?
Is she in
Uh,
Holtz? Did
don't
she
know.
follow us?
I mean, that's a good question. Like, I don't know. Did she go with you or no?
I mean, that would be cool if she could come with us, but
I
that's
mean,
up to you.
And
I
also,
don't know what she's up to, so I don't know what her schedule's like.
she got her own shit, but you owe her a date, so
Also,
Sure.
to be fair, in order to get the money for this, we would have to contact her, and if she was in another system, it would take a really long time.
Sure.
So, yeah,
So yeah,
that's
she
cool.
could be there with us.
She came on her own ship, but yeah.
Also, God, because we got 10 creds overall. Triage, you should have 2 creds from this past job that we just did.
Okay, I will take those 2 creds.
So everybody gets to indulge their vice.
Because, oh boy, do I need to. Well, actually,
Yeah.
I don't, depending on how this roll goes.
Wait, hang on a second. So I only get 1 still?
Yeah, because it's your it's based on your lowest resistance. And it's not a resistance roll, it's a vice roll, so you don't get the +1 from it.
Huh. Well, that sucks.
Yeah. We all roll. That's right. Okay. I'm gonna do my vice.
So I'm trying to...
Oof.
I had exactly 6 stress, so that's dope.
Perfect.
I mean, none of us overindulged, so that's good.
I thought I was overindulging there, but
Nah, you had the perfect meal. Yeah, the way to improve your vice rolls other than doing resistance is there is a pilot special ability called Hedonist, which allows you to change what the result number is basically. It allows you to do plus or -2. And also another person who joins you in your vice can do that as well.
So just a quick question though, if I put more pips in insight, that would give me additional rolls?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I have 3 pips in hack, but I guess that only counts as 1 ability,
So-
right?
Kelsa,
sorry
Sorry.
about any ghost dogs coming from my side.
it's fun. Yeah, because basically resistance, it's based on the more of a jack of all trades you are, having every skill, the better your resistance rolls are, which is the
I
reason
see. Okay.
my lowest is 3 dice, because I
Okay.
have a point in almost everything.
Gotcha. See, I put everything in resolve, so that's been killing my stress
Yeah.
roll.
Flashbulb is cannot sympathize with people apparently, according to my stats, because I have a 0 in Doctor. Well, she can.
I
She's
don't.
really bad at it.
I certainly have a 0 in Doctor as well, so.
I certainly don't. Which, if I did, it would be problematic, I would assume.
I mean, you would. I mean, you start off with 2 dots in Doctor as a Stitch, so yes.
Yeah. You are
Triage is I
wrong,
take
so-
-2 dots because I'm a bad doctor.
Oof.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, cool. So that is Face's first downtime action with home cooking. What is it that you make that is so comforting to Triage specifically?
So
pierogies and kibasi.
Don't
Oh
say
no, that's just
you want to
that's
eat.
just
Say what
that's,
you
no,
wanna
that's what I had for dinner tonight. So
I would have probably made something for Fallon, most likely. So I would have made something from back home. So very high-end kind of culinary palette, likely. So it probably would have been some kind of pheasant with
ratatouille.
yeah,
Pheasant with a ratatouille.
Ratatouille, sure.
Food.
It's like
Ratatouille's a
vegetable
peasant
stew.
dish, you peasant.
Ratatouille
If-
isn't
look,
a peasant dish. It's
it
a bunch
is.
of vibrant vegetables.
Also,
It's a
This
peasant
is-
dish.
also this is the space future, so it's probably not a peasant dish anymore.
I mean, that's possible, but
Mm-hmm.
Ratatouille is delicious, though. If you've never had, you should.
It
Well,
is delicious.
I was making some pheasant with some creamy egg sauce and probably some greens. So, what the heck is that called? I can't think of the word for it.
Can't think of the word for what.
Well, for
Uh,
what?
So
Creamy
if I
egg
can't think of
sauce,
the word
it
for
would
it,
be
asking me can't think of the
Holland-
word
No,
for why
like,
isn't gonna
I
help.
don't-
Hollandaise is a creamy egg
It's
sauce.
it's called. Please describe what you're trying to think. What you're thinking
the
of.
thin, long, green thing with the cap on the top.
Celery?
No.
Asparagus?
Not celery, not broccoli. Asparagus. That's
Yeah,
There
okay.
you go.
The spears, yes. of
yes,
course.
probably some kind of marinated asparagus.
Cool. Awesome. And that brings Triage great comfort.
It was good. I enjoyed it. But now I need to have somebody or I'll doctor myself. I'll take the stress here.
Take the stress, doctor yourself. Okay, you just
Only
got
one
all your stress back. So
Remember, we have a med base, so you get +1 to the recover roll.
She's
Plus
like,
tied
ow,
or recover
ow,
roll, I should say.
ow.
It's just a fortune with my doctor, right?
Mhm.
+1 dice.
yes.
Okay.
So you have like 4 die, probably. Yeah.
5.
Nice.
So how many ticks is that? 2.
2.
2 ticks, and I get rid of my.
You get rid of your level 1 harm, yeah.
Yes.
Automatic one.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Next, who wants to do something else?
So where has our highest heat currently? Or is there any specific place that the crew thinks that we should lower our heat before any other specifically?
So our highest heat wanted total is Breck, and we also have actually spent like lay low stuff. We have 2 out of 8 on the clock for getting rid of the wanted level there. So
Well, if we want to lower our heat in Breck, we could also make a plan to visit Isotropa Max later too.
no.
What?
Not as long as I'm the pilot.
that's a bad plan.
I mean, sure, if you don't want to get glitch out.
I mean, I don't.
Wow.
Well, you know.
I mean, she straight up murdered a lady in cold blood.
In front of Flashbulb. Flashbulb has no intention of getting back.
You didn't do it in front of Flashbulb.
No, it was Iron.
It was Iron, that's
Different
true. Flashbulb
character.
was never there.
Mhm.
Then, for that case, I don't know if Flashbulb would give a shit. It's up to the rest of the crew. I forgot it was Iron, not...
I mean, she'll probably start caring when the ship starts falling apart.
I got Ray. It's fine.
Yeah, but do you have duct tape?
I have a fine mechanics kit.
It doesn't count.
It has duct tape in it.
That's
What are you
fair.
talking about? No, we'll see. It depends on the rest of the crew, I think. But going back to the thing for Flashbulb is she doesn't want to go near Isotropa Max for a very different reason, and that's 3 episodes worth of content reason.
It was such a good time.
So in that case,
That
if we want
was
to
a
lower
whole bunch
our
of
heat
wow.
in Breck, I would reach out to Barden, the bartender in Nightfall.
Yeah.
And I would basically ask him to put out some conflicting information on who did the exploits that we are being blamed for currently. Or just kind of like frame other people for shit that kind of we did there.
It's fine.
They're like, no, it was that guy. You guys are totally wrong. Like fake tips to the police and all that kind of stuff.
It was the inebriati.
Sure. So
It was the Axe Gang.
So you send like an email or a video mail equivalent. It's going to take a little bit of time for it to get over there, probably like a week or 2. But you get to make your roll now to start that process. It sounds to me like you're consorting here or possibly swaying.
Either way is just fine. Control?
Yeah. It's controlled standard. I should probably have my books open, I realize now.
Wow. Well, can we just get rid of all of it? Just like no
A portal opens. A flaming
Hello,
space
Satan.
pentagram.
Sorry, I had to pig squeal for the.
Well,
666.
No, we just event horizon. It's fine.
You do get 5 ticks.
This turned into a very different game really quickly.
This is 40k.
Yeah,
Is
barrels
this
of the
Scum and
warp.
Villainy or Bag of Bones?
That's a very good question.
So we're at 7 out of 8, I think.
I believe if you spend a cred now, it will clear the clock for you. So like if you send along some money for bribes or what have you.
Sounds like a plan. We'll hook it up.
Okay. So wanted level is gone, and you're back to 0 out of 8 because there's nothing to work on.
And we reduced the heat by 2, I think.
I did. Yes.
Okay, cool.
So guys, now we only have 2 systems we're wanted in.
Yay! Look, it's only
And-
wanted level 1. It's fine.
And you have to get through both of them if you want to go from where you are now in Holt over to Brack.
There's dark hyperspace lanes.
Yeah,
We're
let's
good
do it,
friends.
guys.
We're good friends with all the murder
Look,
squids. It's
we'll
fine.
just go through the mystery.
Yeah.
Right?
What is
Gate
this? Where does
over
this
here.
gate lead? It's fine.
There's
We
a
don't
question
know.
mark
We'll
there.
go through the mystery gate where they lost the mystery mobile. You just
There's a
Scooby-Doo
question mark there.
floating in a
It's
base.
fine.
Isn't there a
It'll-
faction that's trying to reopen that game? Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
I mean, it'll take us somewhere.
The question is, are they a hegemony faction or not?
There is a hegemony faction and a different faction, both trying to open the gate for
Dun,
Oh.
different
dun, dun.
reasons.
Oh, good. Well, screw the hegemony faction. But
Good answer.
yeah,
So for my third trick, what is Fallon up to? Because I got some more stress that I need to get rid of.
well.
Well.
I'm going to need a participant from the audience.
For real though.
I would love to see.
Are you gonna
Face
saw
doing
him
a
in
magic
half?
show? Because Face would definitely wear fishnets for this
Oh,
magic
for
show.
sure. Oh, for sure.
He's
I would-
the magician and the lovely assistant.
He
Yes.
would go full. What's the chick from DC? What the hell is her name?
Zatanna?
Zatanna. He would go full Zatanna.
Yeah,
Love it.
he is the lovely magician. Even.
That's right.
A little Zatanna, a little Chris Angel. It's fine.
Yeah.
Mind freak.
That
you
one
wanna go
guy
full
from the
Zatanna.
'90s who wore the mask the whole time. It's fine.
So, I mean, you can. You already made her a lovely dinner. Where do you take her from there?
So I feel like I have to take her to the closet and watch Netflix with her. That is a tradition on the ship.
It only happened once.
So,
Wait, don't you dare use my lab coats as a pillow.
so probably what I would do is take her back to my room and just go over some things and like talk about how people have been doing back home and show her a few things about how I've been doing. Maybe get a few drinks for her.
Mm-hmm.
Show her this cool lightsaber that you have that definitely wasn't left here by somebody who's now in jail.
Hey, legally distinct lightsaber.
Okay. What light sword?
It is a quote unquote not a lightsaber.
Yes.
Just like it's not a flamethrower that the Tesla place sold.
Hmm.
The heck is his company?
Look, it's a Flammenwerfer. It werfs
He-
Flammen.
they sold
Yes,
a-
I love it.
Obviously.
They sold a flamethrower. Not a beam sword.
No, but they sold a flamethrower, but they weren't legally allowed to sell a flamethrower. So what they did was they sold a not a flamethrower that was just a flamethrower.
God damn it.
It was
Also,
amazing.
It's not a beam saber because beam saber's a game, which is very
Sure.
cool, but that's unrelated.
Yeah, that is unrelated.
Tangents. I love them.
So yeah. I mean, she's happy to catch up with you. Like, do you let her in on your exploits? How long has it been since you've seen her?
Probably
have
a
you-
long time. Like I probably left when I was like just 18. Like I was just getting to that age where I would be taking on more responsibility when all the shit went down.
Hmm.
So I've been out here probably like almost 20 years now.
Okay. And you haven't seen her at all in that time?
No, like I've probably like sent her things here and there, like small presents.
Mm,
But my whole thing was like I had to stay away for the good of everyone. So
right. Okay.
For the good of everyone.
Cool.
How very noble of you.
I mean, kind of, yeah.
I'm full of the quips tonight. I'm sorry, guys.
Hey, my whole
Don't
thing is a
apologize.
respectable person on the take, okay? That's what it says right next to speaker.
It's true.
I'm respectable, damn it.
I will reiterate what I said in chat. More and more I'm learning that Face is a traveler character. All you need to complete it is some medical debt and you know, some random time where you failed out of a life path, so you had to get drafted.
It's true. It's very true.
Okay. Yeah, like she doesn't talk that much about herself of what's gone on. She talks about like your families and politics and that sort of thing, but she doesn't talk that much about like what she did.
Can I roll a sway to get a little bit more of a actual like insight into her life? Because Face is actually really interested in, you know, how she's been doing.
How quickly he moved on.
It would be a fortune roll. I think you're gonna get something just for having asked.
Okay.
But you can use your number of dice equal to your thing.
Roll fortune, where are you?
It's been 45 years.
No, that was the space blob. That was a whole different thing.
That was a whole different character.
Yeah.
Ooh, 5s.
Okay. So you get a little bit more. You know, she's like, oh, so you do care.
I say, of course I care. The only reason I don't keep in touch more is because I'm worried about you guys.
She nods, and is like, she's a little bit, embarrassed, I think, but, she admits that she's like, after you left, I was persuaded to find myself engaged to another, you know, for the good of the family and all of that.
Yes, I know how it works, unfortunately.
And she like will eventually like look up and be like, but you know, I never loved him, and he's been gone for a good 5 years now.
Well, I did miss you.
And she smiles. Yeah, I think you can make your way into an indulge vice roll from here.
Okay.
There it
Ah!
is.
I have exactly 6. No, I don't. I have exactly 6 left.
Gonna be rolling 6s all
Really?
night.
Because it says you have 5.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
You
I
have
currently
can't see
has-
anything.
you had
So
3.
I overindulged.
Yep. Congratulations.
Awesome.
Well, that was good. I'm sorry, I can't see.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. You don't need to see.
Look, you got laser eyes. It's fine.
Yeah, laser eyes are where it's all where it at. So, do you talk big, bragging about your exploits and giving guys more heat? Do you take a rash action and reduce your stash by 4 or take 2 debt? Or do you become lost and play a different character?
I feel like knowing Face, he would take a rash action and reduce his stress by 4. I feel like
Stash by 4.
Stash.
Yeah.
stash. Yes, I'm sorry, stash by 4. So I feel like he gives her like some like ridiculously expensive gift, just because he's like, oh my god, I missed you after all this time.
Here,
Yep,
take
that's-
half of my gallery.
Yeah, exactly. Especially after like what went down with
Here, sweetie, go buy yourself some more money.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with everything
I bought
that went
3
down
yachts today, sold them all, and bought a bigger one.
with Glitch. You know what I mean? Like he was like in a really down place when he just happened to meet her again.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of like got ahead of himself and was just like, here, take all this money and stuff.
Damn, you rebound hard, huh?
Apparently.
Here's my limited edition Dakimura. The person who's on it.
It's probably some like exorbitantly expensive piece of jewelry or something like that. Like I'm probably something like I had acquired on Nightfall
It's an Earth relic called the Hope Diamond.
Yeah, basically.
Yes, perfect. I don't know why I love that. I'm just gonna write that.
It was wrapped around the Dakimura.
Oh God.
I mean, I love all those options, but I feel like I already told her a shit ton about what we've been doing anyway, so that would have been a cheat. So I had to go for something else.
Fair.
And Face going missing right now just kind of wouldn't make sense. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna get her back myself.
I mean, that would be one option.
Try. This is a story about how Face ended up in prison.
Yes.
All right, now we need to go to Isotrope Max.
Great. So that's all of Face's downtime. I believe that Triage has one more, and Flashbulb and Ink have not either taken any.
No.
I think
yeah.
I would like to work on my long-term project.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Tell
gonna
me
do some
more.
research into what is causing the severe migraines or whatever is happening to my good friend Albin.
Yeah, that's been a project that you haven't made much progress on recently. So yeah, let's do it.
What I just rolled fortune.
So yeah, you to work on a long-term project, you say what you're doing to do it, and then based on what you're doing, you're gonna make a roll.
I'm doing physicianal studies on myself. Like I'm doing tests on possible remedies for like way inflicted migraines. So this may actually be something that I ask our new friend Ink to help me with. Like, hey, can you inflict a brain ailment on me? And I want to see if there's a way for me to fix it.
Oh no.
Does that make sense? No, but we're playing a space opera, so.
It's a question of if Ink is capable of and willing to do this, I would assume, but that's up to Ink.
Yeah, actually, let's do it. I don't mind inflicting horrible mental strain on you.
I will bash you. Why not?
That's one way to be spending my evening, darling. If you really want me to riddle your brain with severe hemorrhaging and blood clots, then sure. Why not?
Why
So-
not?
What would this be? A study or a doctor role? Or
I mean, you tell me.
I feel like it's definitely doctor if I'm trying to work on myself.
You're doing science, right?
you gotta do
For
a
great
science to it.
Also,
Since I have a friend helping me, do I get 4 dice?
You get.
Can
an
I
additional die? Yeah.
I was gonna say, would I spend a stress to help if that's the case?
No, not on
Okay.
downtime actions. You just get
Cool.
to go ahead and help.
I was gonna say, Ink, Triage is literally asking you to blow her mind.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled 2 5s and 2 4s.
Sweet. So, 2 5s, is or 2 4s in either case, really, is gonna be 2 ticks on your clock.
Cool. So we are at 3 now.
So yeah, what does it look like as you?
I like concocted some chemical mixtures and like preemptively concocted these chemical mixtures, and if they didn't do it, like I don't know, I wanted to try the different options that we had available. So I was like, Ink, can you inflict some ailments on me? Here's what I'm looking for. And then I described the symptoms Albin's having, and Ink tries to recreate them the best of their ability. And then I kind of like stick needles in my arms as I'm suffering from severe brain explosion disorder.
I would like some eyes bleeding, bringing in the ears, brain hemorrhage.
You know, like the 4th layer of the abyss. It's fine. Nobody got that reference.
I
Except
got
for
that
maybe
reference.
Rhys. Except for maybe Rhys.
Woo, 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 woo.
Look, Dr.
At least you didn't
Darling.
come up from the 6. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, that's fair.
Then you get weird.
Some real binge. All right. Anywho, so that's what I do.
Cool. So yeah, you marked your thing there, and then Flashbulb. I seem to recall you were going to say something.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm gonna do what I did last time because it's actually a good combination, and that's gonna be trying to relieve the rest of my stress and probably overindulging.
Join the club.
Hey, and doing my long-term projects.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Ink, are you coming along for the ride?
So my vice is about halfway. So I worry that if I roll too much as well, because it's at a 4.
Everybody
so
overindulges.
I've got fairly good odds that I wouldn't, just with the way I've been rolling lately.
I just had the best idea. Is everybody overindulges,
We just make a new team.
and
It's just a whole new
we
team.
Everybody
for the
except for
rest of the
Triage
episode-
leaves.
No. For the rest of the episode, we go and we play the Axe Gang. Breaking them
That's
I'm
awesome.
down with it.
out
Yeah.
of jail. Anyway,
I've got
I'm in for that one shot regardless of everybody.
there's a third of a chance that I'll overindulge as well, but I'll go. Sure. If Flashbulb invites.
Just Kelsa, when you do it, just make it like a spoof of the West Side Story.
Yeah. And I mean, and when I say like invites, it's like, hey, I'm going down to the temple. Do you want to ride along? Not
because Flashbulb like is still in the like I do this on my own type
Yeah,
of
she's
phase.
not a social.
No, it's not a do you want to get high on space dust with me? It's the I'm going down there. Do you want to catch a ride?
It's
Carpool.
for her. It's still a thing of like I
You do
wouldn't
it on your own.
ask anybody
Yeah.
about.
Flashbulb, roll a D2 on a 2, you bite her throat out.
Oh no, that's vicious. Wow. All right. Well, no. If you wouldn't invite her, then I probably wouldn't go. Cause
Yeah, I don't think Flashbulb would. Unfortunately, it's just
No, but guys, the Axe Gang.
I know.
we can still do it anyway.
I would probably end up down there myself, but
Yeah, separately as opposed to together.
we'll run into each other again and just be like, we could have just carpooled.
right.
Yeah,
Yes.
the second time we're like, wait a minute. But I have a cool grav bike. I gotta ride on my own.
I mean, there's a
Don't you
back
want her to
seat
ride
there.
on the back? Yeah, I was being like,
No. 'Cause
I
it's my
can
grav
I can hold on. I can hold on with the hands or the tentacles. Your choice.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's gonna give
the tentacles.
that's
Hey,
gonna
those
give
tentacles
her
have good suction.
flashbacks.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
all right, roll them bones. I want
All
to
right.
see how this goes.
Yeah, first we're gonna see the voice, and then we're gonna see if I can try to communicate with all the voices in my head when I do this.
Have another bad time.
4!
Hey.
Perfect! Don't
Hey.
overindulge.
Congratulations.
Yay! But yeah, I actually got last time got another dot in a tune, so I'm actually gonna try doing that to try to communicate with the voices in my head, which are all of the other clones, all the other Lotus clones.
Yep.
So I assume I still have -1 die from having learned too much last time.
Yeah, like you
Okay.
go into this trying to know it, but on some level you already know what they're going to tell you and you don't want to hear it.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be just fine. All right, so I have 1 die in this. This is fine.
Okay, do it.
Four. That's not bad.
That's
That
not the worst thing
is-
ever.
That's
two
two dots.
Yeah. I'm 1 away. Actually, no. I'm gonna spend my cred to make it 3 and finish it.
Oh,
Okay.
there you
Hey.
go.
That's like
Baller.
Dude,
you get
game
like
mechanics.
you get like the special room at the reliquary
Mhm.
where it's like when you huff the gas and close your eyes, you sit down in like a plush chair or something, and then you open your eyes and you're still in this room. But now there's like multiple clones of yourself also in this room.
Mm.
And including the one that you shared a bath with that one time, including the one who is Io's mother,
Yolanda,
including every other one we've ever seen you like interact with before. And they're all there. And what do you ask them?
Because I'm trying to acquire info on my progenitor. So I think the question Flashbulb asks them is what is gonna basically be from last time, just like, what are you all trying to tell me?
And Yolanda comes forward and like places a motherly hand on your shoulder, and like kind of semi squats down so she can look you in the eyes. Gold eyes to gold eyes, and she's like, "You are looking in the wrong direction."
How so?
And she stands back up and like gestures to everyone else. "We came from you."
Yeah, I think just Flashbulb is stunned into silence. Like, she doesn't have any words for that. She's just like, all right.
Wait.
Okay, then.
Is Flashprobe the progenitor?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they just said, yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
What a twist!
Yeah, what the twist.
And she says, "I hope you can remember this time." And the way that she says it, you get the feeling that this is not the first time. The last time was not the first time. That they've tried to tell you this before.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. I'll try not to. Yeah, and I think the rest of it is just like it's gonna just literally just be her meditating on it and just being like asking her clones like, what the hell do I do about this?
Now you're asking the right questions. And she like gestures around the room again at all of the other clones. Yolanda's kind of taken up the spokesperson of this hallucination. And she's like, "We don't have that answer for you. We're all dead. And you're the one who's still alive."
Well, looks like I need to do something about that, eh?
And she smiles and they all start nodding. Like, yeah.
I'll make it up to all of you. Make it right.
And Yolanda is like, "Don't get me wrong. I'm glad that I had the life I did."
Well, being lied to your entire life and, well, looked down on for what you are is not a life to live.
Make it right.
I think that's fade out on that.
Mm-hmm.
Time to make it right. And I have a mechanical way of doing that. It's called destroying the Yarrow.
Oh no.
Look, they're only tier 2, you know.
Yeah.
Freeing the clones. Destroy the Yarrow.
I mean, if you swear vengeance on a faction, swear vengeance on a tier 2 faction.
Yeah, I mean our
dumbasses and try to take on the hegemony.
Look, they are a hegemony faction, so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh really? I thought it was.
No, the Yaru are very much a hegemony faction because the Yaru is the name for the Makers Guild, or the people who make the clones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can see in the faction list here. all of the different everything in the left-hand column is hegemony guilds, factions. They all are members. Like, the hegemony is a huge overarching, like, mega culture that is encompassing like 90% of discovered.
A lot of people don't like
Everybody
us.
hates us. It's fine.
A couple of people like you.
I mean, the ghosts are our friends. The wreckers are our friends.
The
The
Maelstrom,
Maelstrom,
the
Bornico
Bornicus.
Syndicate.
Yeah, look at all those friends we have.
They all seem like bad guys.
We've got
I mean-
friends on the
I
other
mean,
side.
Friends in quotation marks. We're not actually good friends with the people because we only have one rep with one status with them. So
Yeah, you need to have a couple more status with them for it to be.
Yeah. we got to do more jobs for people. Is the answer?
Yeah. Great. So that was a great twofer.
Yeah, it was. I'm very happy that we finally did it. We finally.
Yeah. Finally did it. All right.
Yeah.
Insert Dora the Explorer song here.
Ink, what about you?
Well, I figure the first thing I should do is also indulge my vice, because if I stress out, then there's not much point to the other task. So I'll also go down and be completely oblivious to this religious revelation that just happened. So I'm gonna go find a communal place to hookah up and relax.
Great. Let's roll them bones.
Here it goes. 5 or a 6. I'm out of here.
5.
There it is.
Oh.
Good night, everybody.
Uh,
What were my options on over?
so you can talk big and give the crew +2 heat.
No, I'm too green to get us in trouble. Okay.
I mean, that's the perfect time to get them in trouble. Or you can make a big gesture, do something stupid, spend 4 stash,
I don't have any
or
money.
take 2 debt. Debt you pay back 2 for 1, so it would cost you 4 coins to pay that back later.
No, I think she's just gonna go on a walkabout.
Okay. Let's talk alternative character.
Yep.
Would you like to have Glitch come back having gotten out of prison, or never having been arrested? We can talk about what has happened to her, because nobody's followed up,
Yeah.
and it's been a couple of weeks.
Let's have her come back. She's got a lot of money, so I probably could have paid a bail, or her family could have pulled some strings, and that could tie into the next job.
I mean, her brother does have connections
Well,
to.
Not even that. There's been implications that her father is somebody very important. So that could tie into our next job too, is like, we're letting you out, but you have to do something for it.
Gotcha.
Oh, the Imperial heritage coming back to bite us.
Yep. Man, the hegemony sucks so much. Yeah, my dad's in the hegemony. They need us to do a thing.
It's gonna be really awkward with Flashball.
What was the place that you needed to take down?
The place or the faction?
The faction.
The
Yaru.
the Makers Guild.
Where are they on here?
They
The
are
two
tier
on the
2.
left.
They make
Towards the
clones.
bottom.
They make clones. They're in a few different places.
No, I was looking for them on the faction guild. I was like, maybe the hegemony wants to deal a blow to them as well, but it's part of their group. That wouldn't work.
Now, so not necessarily, because there's those are all part of the hegemony, but they are all also different factions.
Mm-hmm.
So, hold on.
I was trying to think of something interesting that would get Flashbulb on board. It's like, what if some rival group wants to also deal with the Yaru?
Because the Yaru are not on the best terms with everybody in the hegemony.
No.
So it is theoretically possible that one of their enemies in the hegemony could hire you here.
Let's see. The 51st Legion is basically the military arm. Right?
Yes. Yeah, they're basically the military arm. They are.
They replaced the Lost Legion when the Lost Legion was lost.
Right. So it looks like I'm looking here at their actual enemies, and it looks like the Lost Legion is their only listed enemy. So that probably would not work.
Interesting. I didn't know this.
That is pretty interesting. So as far as these different things are concerned, we have the Guild of Engineers. They are one of the hegemonic's high guilds responsible for resource acquisition, cybernetics, AI, tech advancement, and research. They often have the best toys. They are also one of the highest tier guilds. The Church of Stellar Flames. They are one of the official hegemonic cults, religious zealots with only a few powerful members, stretched thin. They use their power and influence to seek out and eradicate dangerous artifacts and mystic activity in the sector.
I don't know if that's our crew.
Counters, yeah, I feel like they would not be down to hire us. The Counters Guild, officials who maintain the galactic currency network and build shadow repositories in any system the guild has a presence in, storing mysterious items and securing auctions and commerce. The Starless Veil, hegemonic counterintelligence and spies, currently at odds with House Malclaith. They seek to undermine the governor in order to make a case for change of house control.
The ISB.
The 51st Legion is a hegemonic military that represents the law anywhere off planet. House Malclaith is the governor. Powerful noble house of the hegemony, ostensibly owns the entire sector, represented by the governor who lives on Warren. Isotropa Max, of course, we all know that is the prison.
Big ass prison.
Most notorious prison in the system, housing the worst of the worst. Brokers audiences with its populations, grants. Basically, if you're rich and powerful, you can get in and see inmates, is what it's trying to say.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Starsmith Guild. They maintain the jump gates and hyperspace lanes. They build ships. All ships in hegemonic space must be certified and registered with the Starsmith Guild, but forged pagers are pretty common.
You
We
stole her from
Yeah.
you stole her from the Starsmiths.
Yeah,
Yep.
her and the ship.
Cult of Seekers, wandering mystics that study artifacts and seek new places. Members include the Hegemon's own mother, and they are trying to find a way to open that question mark gate.
Okay.
The Hegemonic News Network. This is the media.
The media.
They often use their media control as leverage over other factions. Some people say that they are or have spies.
Folks, the hegemonic media would try to convince you.
Fake news! It's fake news!
I actually have, courtesy of Chas, the number for the press manager of HNN.
Oh no.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yaru is the Makers Guild, the guild that force grows clones for labor. Clones are short-lived and have a symbol on their foreheads and are supposedly barely sentient. None of those things are actually true. At least that's what Flashbulb will tell you. Folks are usually uncomfortable around the clones.
Jury's still out on that, though.
Which is why Flashbulb wears a face mask and sunglasses.
Concordant Knights are often accompanied by a motley crew of adventurers. There's a dozen or so colorful characters that have the hegemonic church's blessing to pursue and quest for something called the light of the world.
They seek the Holy Grail, is what I'm hearing.
Yes. I'll be right back.
All right.
Dog.
So yeah, those are the hegemony factions. I mean, it's a thing of like.
I mean, I kind of like
if you.
See, that was fast.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If you blackmail, if you blackmail Flashbulb, she'll do it.
Well, I was trying to make it so that it would be something that it would be a no-brainer for them, but it doesn't sound like that's probable.
Well, also to be fair, Flashbulb's not the only member of the crew. Like it's
no, but you're the vocal one who would be against it, and our ship pilot. Yeah. But it was looking for a reason to have the pilot on board because they have the biggest beef with the hegemony.
Not that Glitch would know that.
No, of course not. But we, out of character, devising what the job would be.
There could also just not be a job, and then you just have to hide how you got out of jail.
That's true.
Because we got a lot of people we can do jobs for, and also a lot of people who hate us. So
very true.
Well, a lot of people who don't like us, and one group that hates us.
It could have helped our reputation just a smidge, but that's fine.
So, I mean, also, other possibilities here for Glitch include having managed to not get caught in the first place.
That's also fair.
And having had someone else arrested in her place or something.
That's good.
Or having been broken out by Sumchan.
Oh, that's good.
I'm just saying there's
no. I like that because you just basically see like the Joker / Harley Quinn thing where it's like it's like, oh yeah, she's getting shipped off for prison. All of a sudden, hey babe, I've got a fucking helicopter. Why do you have a helicopter? I gotta break you out.
Well, now that the Axe King is gone, I have all this money lying around.
All this money lying around. It
I
turns
don't
out
need to
we
buy
had a
axes
helicopter
anymore. So
no, the helicopter.
Expensive.
The helicopter fires axes. Don't you know?
It's an axe copter.
Yeah,
the propellers are axes.
The propellers are axes. It has axe launchers. It shoots throwing axes out of. Yeah, it's fine.
I feel like a helicopter wouldn't be very useful in a setting with spaceships, but
yeah, it's a VTOL then.
I mean,
okay, cool.
You can't really like fly around all the planets with your spaceship. You got to have something smaller for that.
I mean, for Nightfall, you're just gonna have to cleave through the air.
Yeah, unless it's updated Star Wars where Star Destroyers can be in low orbit now.
Yeah, no.
But no.
So, yeah, tell me.
How many weeks has it been?
Long time.
It's been at least a month. And everybody is currently on Mem. Are you guys like just chilling out on Mem right now?
Yeah,
like,
that's my assumption.
Yeah, I was assuming.
Like getting our downtime actions done, get everything settled before we move on.
Either Mem or Sanhandra. Like,
mm-hmm.
Those are the only really two places you can go in Holt. Because the other two places are either quarantined or monitored.
We ain't going to Omega because that's where all that crazy shit with the.
You don't want to see what's happening in Omega?
No.
So Handra is an interesting planet. It's tidally locked. The same side of the planet always faces towards the sun at all times. So the day side is blistering hot, and the night side is, in addition to always being night, something is strange, and all light sources extinguish about a kilometer into the night side. Most settlements are at the Twilight border zone, including the capital of Oglar. It's known for its lack of policies regarding trade and is becoming a choice destination for smugglers and fences.
Hey, that's us.
Yeah, it's us.
Currently, you guys are on Mem, or at least last we checked, this is where the last job went down. It's an ocean planet colonized by the hegemony for about 100 years before the aquatic xenos made themselves known, that they live below the surface. Basically, it wasn't very hard for the hegemony to break their military because hegemony had spaceships and Mem didn't.
It's Gungans versus stormtroopers. It's fine.
Basically. However, what you do know is that recently a group calling themselves the Independent Parliament has been supporting Mem in their independence. Basically, they're like if independent planets had a union that helped them step in and do negotiations with the hegemony, that's basically what it is. It's a third party that helps facilitate negotiations and tries to give more independence to various Xeno worlds that have been conquered, for lack of a better word here.
Sounds like our kind of planet.
Yeah, sounds like our kind of planet.
Anyway, so that's where y'all are at. Where does Glitch meet up with you? And Glitch, were you looking for them, or were you doing your own thing?
Where did they end up? Did they decide?
Oh, yep.
Sahandra.
Sahandra?
Sahandra.
Yeah.
I feel like in Sahandra, I think that my first residency, it was like part of a Doctors Without Borders
Always
thing.
connected somehow, and I
I
love
was
it.
sent to the dark side of Sahandra to like take care of some type of like refugee camp that was, you know, malnourished and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been here before.
Cool.
On some capacity.
You have the inns. I know all the best places. This person will help us. And you find out that that person is dead and Glitch has taken over.
I mean, there's probably, there's definitely repositories on Sahandra. So.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I mean, we could have went there to offload the drugs, too.
That's
True.
100% where we offloaded the drugs.
That makes perfect sense, actually.
That's definitely where we offloaded the drugs.
And that's,
probably
why you went there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you
Guys, it's not drugs, it's contraband.
What are we, the cops?
No.
Not
Very
at all.
no.
Nope.
So yeah, they're on Sahandra. Do you find them or do they find you?
I think they
We
would
find each other.
I find each other. I think that they would find me. They wherever they wander in, she would be there as well, doing her own thing, and then probably Face would notice first and be like, "Wait a second."
I would like to notice first and do the "oh fuck," because I kind of was on duty at the time, and I totally.
Yep.
You're technically the
I
one.
do the immediate about face. I'm like, guys, we gotta leave.
Nope.
that whatever noise that was is exactly what happens. I like knock over display on his shelf. I'm like, we gotta go.
Yeah, I think just like grab you in place. It's like, what are you doing?
So Glitch isn't in jail. And I point.
It's like, how do you know that?
And I like point.
Wait, so where are you guys?
We're walking in the door of like a coffee shop or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Where do you think you would be, since we're apparently?
I was going to make it something incredibly showy and be like, "Oh shit, it's her," but it would have been just wherever you guys were. Like, she's that person now.
I'm trying to think based on like what we've been doing, but most of the things we've done have been on the ship except for what I've been doing. But I guess it's after we offloaded the drugs, we go to celebrate. all the money we got.
Not only celebrate, but I feel like on Sanhandra, we'd be looking for a job. So we'd probably go to like the local bar, like looking for some kind of connections or somebody to.
Yeah,
this is a pretty hot smuggling plan.
We go to Casablanca Station.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to the gin joint in town. You know.
So as soon as Face finds out that Glitch is actually there, he immediately walks up behind her and says, like, "Buy you a drink."
Got your tail.
Oh no. Yeah. So I think when you like approach her, she's not sitting at the bar. She's like behind the bar counter, and she kind of gives you that look like,
"Oh,
this is mine."
No.
It's like this is all mine. How are you going to buy me anything if this is mine?
Wait, you own this bar?
Yes, I had to make my own way after I was left behind.
So, you shot someone, from what I hear.
We shoot a lot of people.
It's self-defense.
Well, nobody really explained what we were doing, and we needed to get the mission. It turns out that the person was a little loose on what they wanted us to do, and were very quick to turn tail on us and leave us holding the bag.
I'm gone for one evening, and you shoot a doctor. What were you thinking?
We had to get that heart.
I wish I still had the fake heart.
Shreya just walks over and pulls it out of her pocket, like, no, but like we had a plan.
I have a proposition for you, Rindis. What if Dr. Escobar came back for the heart, like after everyone went back to the ship, he went to the location, extracted the heart himself, and then paid Glitch alone.
Oh, I love
for
it.
the job, and that's how you bought
Nice.
this bar.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
Nice.
pretty cool. Okay.
I like
Yeah,
that.
and so when it's like you shot somebody, how could you do that? She goes, Escobar paid me for getting the job done when everybody else. Escobar,
Pablo?
yes, the doctor.
Flash Bulb's just like, you know I wasn't there, right?
I am aware.
Okay.
Thank you for coming to find me as quickly as you have. She looks back to Face. Regardless, I got paid for the job, while Triage and this other person left me holding the bag. So technically I completed the job, and I used that money to start here.
So I hit her with the, well, actually, the
And
comms
she-
were busted. I had no idea what was going on.
When you go, well, actually, she takes out her mechanics wrench and sets it on the counter like it would be the bartender putting down a hat. And she goes, well, actually, you left me behind. And last I checked, we risked our lives to rescue you when you were captured. So, what took you so long?
If I had the means to help you out, I would have. Obviously, I couldn't do anything.
How much
I was-
effort did you
I was
put into it?
printing a heart. None at all. I left as soon as I heard a gunshot. I was like, okay.
How much time did you
gigs up,
spend coming
bye-bye.
to find me afterwards?
None. We thought you were in jail. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Like,
I'll say
we thought you
again,
were in jail for
we got
murdering
you
somebody.
out of going to jail. So
I
you spent
was-
no time.
Time
coming
out.
to
Time
rescue
out.
me.
Time out. Yes, we did break Triage out of jail for doing a job that we were all involved in. Triage didn't shoot an innocent doctor.
Who says she was innocent? Did you know her?
So I did some research after you shot her, and yes, she was innocent.
You remember the part where we're criminals, right?
Yes, we're criminals. That doesn't mean we shoot people in
You
cold
sell
blood.
drugs.
We smuggle drugs.
Selling
sell
drugs,
drugs.
killing random people. You
By the
know.
way, everybody in the bar is now like,
Yeah,
on, Dredge.
it's my dark. I didn't say I sell drugs. She said you sell drugs. You sell drugs. You smuggle illegal things. You really do not get to stand on an ivory pillar.
And
Tell me the
Flashbulb
legally distinct from the Cantina band is playing in the
Flashbulb Flashbulb just pushes it. It's like, you don't get to exclude yourself.
I'm not. I'm taking responsibility for what I did.
She's gonna put her hand on and like scruff your neck, just like, no, you're not. You keep saying you. This is a we thing as much as you think this bar gets you out of it. So don't complain to me, especially because all of us thought you were an isotrope of Max. Don't do this.
First of all, if I was left behind to take responsibility, that means I took responsibility. I'm pointing fingers at each of you because none of you came for me as the crew I thought you were. Nobody bats an eyelash at rescuing Triage.
Look, I wasn't there, but was not my decision.
But I'm still your crew, am I not?
Oh, you've been saying that you're not this entire time.
Like I'm not. So convince me otherwise.
She's just like puts a hand
kiss her,
like
kiss her face, kiss her.
She just like puts a hand, like leaves you and just like, I'm gonna let the other two do it. I have no responsibility here.
I have no reason to convince you otherwise because you are not who I thought you were. I'm sorry, I can't be with someone or have someone that's part of my family that would kill a doctor in cold blood for no
just
reason.
rip her heart out, why don't you? You can't be with someone. Oh, so it was on the table?
Yeah.
When I found out,
if there was a Kelsa sip emoji,
this would have been the triage moment to go. You didn't wait that long, anyways.
Like Face probably is like tearing up and like is like, look, you weren't who I thought you were. You weren't who any of us thought you were.
Well, it would seem so. With the way all of you are acting.
Well, now that we're reacquainted, do you have any work?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Beautiful Triage, beautiful.
Yeah. And she
well done.
Looks at Triage, the very much the person who she can blame. She stares and she says, "Yes, the job is 5 credits for you to go and fuck yourself."
I mean,
I like
kind of free
my
money
pants.
because I do that already.
And she just keeps her hand on the giant wrench. No, it's fine. It's easy for you to turn your back on someone. You are good at it. Both of you. All 3 of you.
Do you think this was easy for me? Does this look like it was easy for me?
I mean, you're making it very easy.
I disagree, but I'll leave it there. And I face leaves. I'm so out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So what did the heart do?
So hold on.
Hold
on.
Triage is just so triage. I love it so much.
Not even picking any of the hostility up.
Before Triage can butt in, as soon as Face leaves, a man comes in like from the back, and like one of his arms is completely cybernetic, and he's like got like a dish towel or something in his hands, and he comes back from the behind the bar like back room area, and walks up behind Glitch, and is like, "Was he bothering you? Do I need to go teach him a lesson?"
Oh, please come teach me a lesson.
That sounds hot.
She shakes her head and she says, "No, he is not going to be a bother anymore."
Seduce her boyfriend.
God, that'd be funny.
He takes him outside to fight, and Face just starts dance fighting like in Despicable Me.
Yeah, he glares a little bit at the 2 of you that are left, Flashbulb and Triage, and then like slaps the dish towel over his shoulder and goes back into the back.
Does it like make the whip sound?
No.
Flashbulb's just like, hey, good to see you again, Sum-chan.
Yeah, he doesn't turn around.
Yeah, she's just like, I'm glad you've got yourself good company at least. And she's gonna just like go. She's gonna go like either somewhere else in the bar or just leave because she's just like, I don't have anything to convince somebody who's just like, I'm trying to put myself as part of the crew, but also not part of the crew. She's just like, all right, whatever, I'm done.
So what did Escobar do with the heart? What was it for? Why did they need it? I'm like entrapting the fuck out of this situation.
Are you going to buy something?
I buy a drink.
Do you want to know the answer to that question out of character, Rindis?
She would have stuck around to know.
Okay.
If Escobar bailed her out, she would have stuck around to help him.
Okay. So I can DM you, and then you can decide if you want to tell her or not.
I want to know. I'm very curious.
So continue your conversation otherwise while I send you this over.
It's not anything that you need to be worried about. You weren't interested in finding out.
Well, I was interested. It's just the circumstances that were presented to us kind of didn't allow for me to just like go out and ask, hey, what's up? What's going on? What can we do about this?
No, the circumstances could have allowed you to figure it out. You just had to help finish the job and not run with your tail between your leg.
You went wow on the doctor's head, and we were in an active hospital. There was cops everywhere. I don't know what you wanted from me.
There were not cops everywhere. There was ample amount of time for you all to leave and leave me behind. Actually, I recall her getting knocked out, so it's not even... There was plenty of time to do some judo chops and then leave.
I mean, there was also the thing of when Iron and Glitch went in there, there definitely were cops there, but, you know.
Well, all you need to know is, now Escobar is an even greater healer.
So it had rejuvenation powers. Interesting. And
Whatever
I think to my long-term project.
He's doing good in the galaxy.
Well, I need to go catch up with my crew. It was nice talking to you. Hope to see you around. Bye.
Wow.
And I get up and leave.
It would be so easy to kill her right now.
I am the absolute fucking worst right now.
I love you, Triage.
It'd be so easy to kill her right now, she thinks.
What do you want to do? Do you want to
murder me in cold blood?
Murder you? It wouldn't be cold. That blood would be running very hot.
It's just another doctor.
It wouldn't be like just innocent murdered.
Yeah.
Innocent. Okay, so do you all want to leave it at that? Do you have would you like to have a job to offer them? Do you want to not give them a job? Because fuck those guys.
I want to make two things real quick. Knowing that they're here, I will send Flip off, and I'm gonna send you something real quick.
I got a few people we can call if we don't to get a job here.
And then find a job, yeah. Can I roll privately for this?
You won't be able to click the button, but you should be able to GM roll, /GM roll, and then D6, however many D6s you're rolling.
Yeah, because I'm looking at my list of fast friends, and I have a gang boss who I haven't brought up yet. So you could bring that person up.
You can. I think you can roll in Discord as well.
Yeah.
Wait, no, we got it.
Okay.
Also, Face, do you know somebody on Sanhandra?
Oh, sure I do.
Oh, awesome. There we go.
Of course. Of course, Faze knows someone on Sahandra. We already met her. Her name is Glitch.
Yep.
Rival.
Right?
Rich, thumbs down contact.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That totally happens. Cool.
That was a fun scene. I enjoyed it. Thank you
Yeah.
for humoring me there, Rindus.
Happily.
Great. So, what do you guys do next? You have sold your drugs. You just saw Glitch. And Glitch, tell me, what was that actually Sumchan or was that someone else?
That would be pretty awesome if it was. Yeah, him getting away from the turmoil of the Axe Gang and this not legally distinct Jedi would be probably that he got really hurt, and so now he has cyber arms. That'd be pretty cool.
Well, one cyber arm.
One
but
cyber
still.
arm.
He
So-
lost it.
I
From
have a
Axe.
contact named Elrain Rondis. He's an intermediary that can put us in touch with people that need jobs done.
Cool.
He's a fixer.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Sweet. When was the last time you talked to him?
Probably like a year or two ago. It's been a while since I've been on Sanhandra.
Sure. Cool. What is you looking for here?
Looking for work. Because we definitely need some credits. I just lost a bunch of credits.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I need some money.
Money. All right. I'm gonna roll a bunch of dice.
Can I
Guys.
perhaps suggest a faction?
Oh yes, totally.
Considering we're in Holt, and we haven't done anything for them since literally when the game started. Perhaps some pirates contact us. Perhaps the Maelstrom contacts us.
Sure. The Maelstrom usually work out of the cove, but they could have some interests here.
Yeah, 100%.
Um,
I also don't know who Vorax is, so I'm like looking at factions, just being like, I know a few of these people.
Vorax is the most successful information broker to ever live.
Oh,
She's probably.
Is that
It's
what
the
they
shadow
say, or
I mean,
she's tier 4.
she alone is tier 4. So
It's a shadow
Yes.
broker. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll
Um,
we'll find her later. It's fine.
yeah. Let's.
I would like her as my contact, please.
Nope.
Hang
Okay. So let's.
on one second. I have a child yelling.
That doesn't sound right.
Yelling children on this ship?
Face taking accountability for any of his illegitimate children?
How many
Wow.
illegitimate children do
Wow.
you think Face has?
We'll
I
have
always-
to roll for it.
Not as many as you might think. I would
The
imagine.
number will
Yeah,
surprise
I'm
you.
like, I feel
he
like
probably
he's fairly...
like got his, he probably, it's the space future. You only have children if you want to.
Yeah,
That's what I would say.
yeah, exactly.
That's a good.
The number
way
will
to look
surprise
at
you.
it.
Face doesn't want to burden the people that he's, indulging his vice with.
But you also have to keep in mind there are those people that will still use it to exploit money out of him.
Oh, 100% if he had money.
Well, he had money.
Ruthless.
He
Uh-huh.
had money. They don't know that he's poor now.
I mean, he's a lot of people, to be fair.
Yeah.
Gesundheit. Oh,
Thank you. Sorry. That was a lot of sneezing. That was a lot of sneezing. Ooh. Oh. Mmm.
mm.
Oh, this is delicious, actually.
Oh.
So I was looking at the enemies of the maelstrom, and I found one that I think is a good fit here.
Oh, good.
Where's the maelstrom on here again? I'm trying to find them. Oh, there they are, about halfway down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're our pirate friends.
They're your pirate friends. So I think you guys are going to get approached by... let's see here. Oh yeah, he's a good one. Okay. And this could definitely be through Elrain. Like, he will make this meet happen. Be like, hey, I've got someone who wants to talk to you. When I was putting out feelers, they heard the packet loss and were like, hey, no, we trust them. Send them my way, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Your reputation precedes you, as they would say. Hunter Black is a ex-noble. He's a captain of one of the Maelstrom's ships. Basically, the pirates are a very loose organization. And so he's kind of doing his own thing. But he lets you know that there is an organization that... Oh, where's my list here? That's not right. Go back. Roll 20, come back. Well, I accidentally closed the Roll 20 screen instead of clicking on the other show.
Oopsie.
Rip.
So,
well, guess the game's over. He's won.
All dead.
Game is over forever. Sorry.
Glitch killed us all.
Hey, not yet.
She's not gonna kill you all. She's gonna make you suffer first.
Uh-huh.
She seems like the spiteful kind.
I take zero responsibility for what happened to her.
You are not to blame. Do not worry. No matter what bad things happen, it is not Flashbulb's fault. She may have been cruel, but she recognizes that she did nothing.
Mm-hmm. Look,
for good or ill, she did nothing.
I need to play vicious.
Yeah, it's fine. Like it is the truth of it. It's like she is not responsible for any of it. She didn't help. She didn't hinder.
Also, the funny thing of 5 credits to go fuck yourself and Flash was just in the background, just being like, I feel like it's cheaper than that.
Yep. if that was said, Glitch probably wouldn't have skipped a beat and would have been like, yes, it is much cheaper than that. They are much cheaper than that.
And then Flashbulb would have killed you.
Don't you call my doctor cheap?
So, Hunter, Captain Hunter,
mm-hmm.
He asks you to meet him in a bar, Glitch's bar, just to make it more complicated.
Oh, good. Thanks, Captain Black. Good thinking.
Good thing Captain Black is an uptick contact of mine.
He hands you like a little dossier.
Okay.
And it has like blurry photos of a robed figure that wears like a hood and has like a blank mask. Kind of looks like a Shy Guy from
I don't think you
Mario?
need to explain where Shy Guy is from.
I don't know. Some people might not Mario.
Hey, okay.
I mean,
all right. So you have a robed masked figure.
yes. And he explains that this person has stolen something from him, and that he can't get close enough to get it back.
Flashball was going to be very specific with this, considering we just talked to Glitch about this. To be like, What? You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific on what this thing is. And is it implanted in them? Because we've had issues with that in the past.
That was a worthy statement.
Right? No, nothing quite like that.
Good.
I'll be perfectly honest, it's a weapon, but not a personal one.
A ship weapon?
A ship weapon, exactly. I was to have it installed on my ship, but before it could be delivered, it went missing. And
So how large is this weapon? Will moving it be an issue?
it's about the size of a man, weighs half as much.
And has the power to destroy an entire planet.
Is it... Well, I can think of quite a few weapons that are about that size at the top of my head, but wouldn't happen to be something for your own ship. What is Captain Black's ship? Like, what size?
His size, the ship he commands is larger than the packet loss.
Okay.
It has like a crew of like 24 people.
Okay, so it's not like capital ship, it's like frigate.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just like frigate class. I can think of a few weapons. Is this a forward mounted or a turret?
He staples his fingers and he's like, none of the above. You wouldn't know this weapon. It's and he like looks around like he shouldn't be saying this out loud, but leans forward conspiratorially and is like, it's an artifact.
Oh, sounds fun.
All right. Those are always fun.
Now, Emissa, and he indicates the figure, does not have a ship to equip it to. Leastways, not here. As long as we can prevent them from getting it out of system. If they manage to get it back to Breck, then I think we all have a problem.
Right. We're intercepting it en route? Is that or do we have a location on this person?
I understand that they're currently on MEM, some kind of a mission, and they were, what's the word I'm looking for? Sidetracked? It's not right.
Delayed? Distracted?
Like co-opted into a different mission. After stealing this from me, I thought for certain they were going to make directly for the Breck system, but I understand that they were contacted by the governor himself in order to go on some kind of secret mission. I don't know what the nature of that is, but I do know that it's got them stuck on MEM for a few more days.
So then this should be on their ship, yes?
In theory.
Well, unless you have more information you can give us, like what the ship is or that kind of thing, I think we have our work cut out for us. And of course, the pay.
I'll pay you well.
Good. Any idea?
What does well mean specifically?
Out of character, how many creds is this?
I'm in character. What does well mean specifically?
Well, we'll see in a second.
No, get out of here.
Get out of here.
Sorry,
For,
I was
for
like
me
looking
personally, it's like, well, we know the Maelstrom is good for their word generally, even though they're pirates. But hey, criminals stick
there's
together.
honor among thieves.
Yeah.
Definitely. There wouldn't be such a large group of pirates if they weren't gonna look out for each other.
Yeah.
And you guys are on their good side. So, I mean, he's like, hey, I want you to go steal a sweet ass way artifact and bring it back to me. So that means that he trusts you to a certain amount, but at the same time, that also means he's going to pay you for that. So if you deliver, you're looking at 8 creds. Because
Nice.
now your other choice is to successfully do the mission and then install the weapon yourself.
But we don't need more enemies.
No, not only do we not need more enemies, we need friends.
Yeah, we need friends more than we need and we need this weapon.
Yeah.
We were in a different ship, maybe.
Can we take a short break here?
Oh yeah, we're at break time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a break.
Hell yeah.
So we'll be back in a couple minutes. How long do you guys want? 5, 10?
Oh no, I'm just gonna sit right here.
I need to
Swing
go
back and
feed
forth
my
in my
dog,
chair.
so 5 to 10.
At least
is good.
5, yeah.
Alrighty. Let's put it up. 5 it is. I'm still muted, that's why. Well, we're back. Everybody's here.
Indeed.
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 I am here with popcorn.
Ooh. I
Popcorn sounds good.
stuffed my face with lasagna.
I had a big bowl of pho at lunch, so I'm still not hungry.
Some pho.
Pho. It's very good.
Sounds
Always
good.
Mm-hmm.
I still have to go try the ramen place nearby. It's so close and I haven't gone.
It's so close and yet so far.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Mm-hmm. You were saying Emissa. How do you spell that?
How do I spell
I spelled
that?
it Emissa.
That's definitely wrong.
Well, I didn't know how to spell it, so that's why I'm
Wrong.
asking you.
Wrong. But I think it was pretty
this-
close.
This is why I ask.
It's true. It is spelled. Boop, boop, boop. Ismissa. Ismissa.
Oh, Ismissa. I heard Imissa.
Mm.
Okay. So I missed it. Put it in chat. That would be the easiest thing. Thank you. Okay, okay. Yeah, I just changed the E into an IS. Cool. And that's they them pronouns for Ismissa, as far as we know. Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. I just got very used to when in Republic City by Night and just most of the games I GM just being like, I'm gonna say these names. Someone is going to ask me how to spell it, so I'm just gonna put it in chat.
Yeah, that's smart. That is smart. I should probably be doing that more often, but thank you.
Yeah.
So Ismissa is the target. You get some information about their spaceship. It is on Mem, which is this water planet that you just came from.
Nice.
How would you guys like to approach that? And also, are you going to
We're gonna need a new crew member.
Yeah, so here's the deal. You get back to the ship also, and you can't take off. There's something wrong with it.
Oh, come on.
Of course.
All right. Well, can I ask?
I would like to show you this note from a very long time ago about.
Did we? I was about to say. Oh God, great.
Oh no.
Ship damage. Oh good. I was about to say, did we get ship trouble as an entanglement?
Yep,
I thought so.
is exactly what happened.
What is damage?
Plus, I think it's the. I think it's like the whatever booster you would need to like leave the atmosphere.
Okay.
Like
If you guys want, I can give it a stern talking to. Other than that, I have
Good.
not much to add.
like I feel like the either on Mem you took like the shuttle down or something as opposed to landing the entire packet loss,
Mhm.
or leaving Mem's atmosphere is what did the damage.
Right.
And now that you're on Sanhara, which has a much different like atmospheric density, you can't get off planet without some repairs.
Fuck. If only Triv was on this planet and not on Injury. That'd be very convenient, but
So I don't do
You know.
math very well, but can't we just like find a slingshot or something?
I'm pretty sure I know a mechanic on the planet.
do you?
Yeah,
Good.
or glitch.
You are the best. I love it.
I love that everyone's like, you do?
Triage is such a dick.
Pray tell.
It's perfect.
Who could that
I-
be?
I don't think she wants to see us again.
I don't consider, like, I don't know. It's really funny because Triage doesn't have like lasting opinions on anything. So it's just like in the moment, like, yes, Glitch did a fucked up thing, but like
So
But
You need to
now
get off
it's
the
5 minutes
planet
later.
So
So everything's forgiven. It's fine.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, everything's just like, I don't think she wants to see us right now. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I can try to fix it. I've got the tools to do it. It's probably gonna be mostly a patch job, but hey, that's what happens when we don't have a dedicated mechanic and we land on a planet where we haven't met any other mechanics. But that's also because we haven't gone looking for them, to be fair. But whatever.
We could hire somebody if we absolutely need to.
Exactly, that too.
You also know you don't have a large amount of time before your target leaves Mem.
Yeah, that's a thing. So we should really decide on what we're gonna do.
So you do it, and I will assist.
That sounds like a good idea. I'm gonna try rigging us up the repairs with my fine mechanics kit. Yeah, I go to the freaking engine and just like take out this big toolbox that's like floats because this is the future, so it's a grav toolbox, and start taking out a few wrenches and stuff, just like, all right, here we go. Oh, and of course, caution tape is there with even more tools because, of course, it's caution tape.
Did you mention to caution tape that you saw a glitch?
Yes. Definitely.
Caution tape will mention back that they saw Glitch's little robot pal blip.
On the ship or just in general?
Definitely didn't steal that sword back.
Oh, sweetie, I keep that on me, so that wouldn't be on the ship.
Yeah. So
that does not leave my side. I actually specified that the very last game that we were here.
I also stole your DVD collection.
Well, I mean, you can have the DVD collection. The sword stays with me, though.
Yeah, on the ship. Also, Glitch, you know that their ship's not going to be able to take off.
Alrighty. Well, good keeping an eye out. I mean, if she really wants to fuck with us, I guess she can, but now we're all back here, so she's welcome to try, I suppose. Just like goes back to like, I'm just gonna fix the engine.
All right, yeah, let's see it.
All right. Does having learned too much affect my ability to repair an engine?
Oh God, I hope so.
It's like, I know how to fix this engine too well.
No, I think it does, because like
Okay.
it's still something that's bothering you in the back of your mind.
Right.
And like this whole thing with Glitch is, I'm sure, not making it any better.
Yeah. How does a fine mechanics kit affect this roll?
It's gonna give you increased effect. So, I'm gonna say this is controlled, standard. With after the effect of the.
Right.
So now,
kit.
because we're fixing this ship, does this count as a speed roll?
No.
No, this is not a speed-based roll, unfortunately.
I mean, we're trying to fix it extra fast. We need
Still.
all the rolls we can get on this.
I'm going to use our gambit that we haven't. We have one last gambit that we hadn't spent from the job.
Well,
I'm gonna use that.
Oh yeah, good call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I technically have 0 dice in rig with the -1 from having learned too much.
Yeah.
You said you were gonna help me.
Correct.
Lacey? Okay, cool. Then I have 2 dice instead of 0, and I'm not gonna.
That's a pretty big improvement.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna spend any stress right now because we're gonna need it for the job, and if we fail, we do have a backup. So let's rig it. So this is a controlled standard, 1 bonus dice. 4.
All right, let's see. So
I mean,
4.
is not the worst we could have possibly gotten.
Hey, it's a partial success. I'll
Yeah,
take it.
exactly.
So with controlled, you hesitate. You can either withdraw and try a different approach, or do it with a minor consequence. it's basically as you're doing it, you reach a point that is like the limit of your skill, and you can stop and try something else or get somebody else to help you. Glitch. Or you can do it, but a complication is going to occur.
Is this a complication I can resist? This being a partial success.
So yes. So
okay, cool.
basically it's going to give you I think what makes the most sense actually is reduced effect and suffer lesser harm. Like you something sparks in your face.
Right.
You know?
That seems like a thing that would that Flashbulb would just be like, I'm gonna push through this and damn the consequences.
So okay. Yeah, you would take level 1 harm of like singed or something. And there's like a small electrical fire that's going to damage some of the systems, but you can at least get off planet.
I would like to resist both of those if I can.
Yeah. Okay.
I have an idea for how the electrical fire is dealt with, and it's called caution tape. Has a fire extinguisher on them.
They would. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just
Makes sense.
shield my face because I got my special spacesuit. Is this what kind of resistance would this be? And am I resistant separately or together?
So for this, the sparks, that would be physical resist unless you have armor, which I don't.
Prowess is fine.
So prowess resist for that, and then as far as caution tape putting out the electrical fire, I kind of feel like that's also prowess just to get it done fast enough.
Okay.
But they're going to be 2 separate rolls.
All right. So this first one is the this first one's the sparks. I take 1 stress. And the second one is the electrical fire. All right. So I take 1 stress overall.
No problem. You've got the ship back up and running.
Yep. Yeah. Just get up, look a bit grimy. Just turn around. I don't know if anybody was watching or anything, or if
I mean, I would have been watching because I was there helping you. So.
Oh yeah, you were. So yeah, we just turn around, just like, all right, we got it done. Let's get the show on the road.
Rhys.
So before we do, I would like to have caution tape look over the ship because I don't trust Glitch not to be pissy. Not at all.
No.
Well, I was going to ask you, Rindis, what you wanted to do as far as a character is concerned. But first, tell me, what does caution tape find having changed, if anything, when they do a thorough search of the ship?
Oh, there just would have been a lot of the jury-rigged stuff that was holding it together removed. Not deliberately sabotaged, but it looks like the duct tape and stuff had been taken off. And just the wear and tear of going this long without a mechanic, much more obvious, and everything that was being held together by Glitch now is abundantly clear that it was being held together, and it finally gave out.
Okay.
It was like the one paper clip holding everything together got removed, and all of the compounded problems are now abundantly clear. And it's like, it's flyable, but it's not fixed.
It's going to make funny noises for sure.
I love funny noises.
That's fine. This thing hasn't actually had that many mechanical problems, is the funny thing.
Well, I mean,
when we had them, they were pretty bad.
Brand new spaceships.
It's true. It is brand new. That's fair.
When they happened, they were bad, though.
I mean, it's because we were being chased by an eldritch horror.
It's fine.
Well, yeah, actually, no. I think the worst one was when we were going
through the gate.
Yeah. Well, that too.
I like that you were being chased by an eldritch horror, like as you do.
As you do. Yeah.
That wasn't the worst one. Going through the checkpoint, obviously less impactful than
go on.
Yeah, but
because somebody had to take a devil's bargain.
Why not?
So, crewmate.
Mhm.
What do you want to do with or for
I guess they gotta
Vince's
go pick up
character?
a new crew member.
I would say that if you'd like it to be Ink, that you can go and pick her back up again, since you're going to go back to Mem anyway. Or I can give you a new character sheet, whatever you like.
Give me a new character sheet.
Character number
Okey-dokey.
3. Here we go.
I'm a mechanic. I don't know what I'm doing. Ding ding. Oh no!
Glitch, what's that you got there? Oh no!
This
Okay.
nice fox lady put this heart in my chest, and I'm alive now.
Thanks, Dr. Escobar.
It should be Erdos.
For those.
Yeah, you can feel free
It's
to.
Yeah,
Udras.
we can
Yes.
either pick somebody up on Sanhandra or on Mem.
Jafasia.
Or
I was actually thinking maybe our contact said like take so and so with you, like so maybe
Oh.
they're part of
Sure.
the Maelstrom.
yeah.
That'd be
That makes sense.
Captain Black's like, here's my second mate.
Yar!
There you are.
His second mate. They ain't got no experience at all, but it'll be fine.
This is my second mate on the lower deck.
A lower deck.
They're like the assistant to the lower deck mate.
I mean, to be fair,
It's basically the cabin
a-
boy.
to be fair, like a Scum and Villainy character with no XP is still like leaps and bounds ahead
yeah.
of your
Oh, 100%.
normal person. So
Thinking back to Cecilia rules, but okay, sure. No, it's
Well,
true.
just because Cecilia rolled like shit does not mean that
Significantly like shit.
Yeah, we
that
have
was
the,
just luck.
the thing is, we have stress. NPCs do not.
Mhm.
So that's a big qualifier.
And stress
I
is
think.
so important in this game.
Yeah.
So tell us about whom Captain Hunter Black is sending.
I
with
have
the
no
crew.
idea yet, but they are probably asleep for the majority of the trip there. And then I'll have something for you in a moment.
They were in cryo sleep for some reason.
No, they showed up. They were like, "Hey," and then they went straight to a room and went to sleep.
I gotta take a nap, dog.
Right.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
I'll be awake when you need me.
Good.
I'm not
Love
here to
it.
be your friend. Flashwell's like, I like them. They don't talk.
I'm into it.
Okay, awesome. Well, we'll come back to you. Let me know when you're ready to introduce
Yeah.
the character. So you've got a little bit of information about this person's ship. You can probably find out some more about where they're staying on Mem.
So I would actually like to contact my information broker because they could probably
Yeah.
hook us up with some info.
I guess an
So they-
important question, guys. Are we going quiet or loud?
I mean, certainly quiet if we
'Cause-
can.
Yeah, I was gonna say because
Yeah,
if I
if
show
we
up, if
can.
I show up
We're-
with a bruiser who's got like a minigun, then they probably aren't helpful here.
I mean, you can certainly do that, but that is definitely not our style.
I know that's why I want to know how we're going so I can
Yeah.
kind of.
quiet. That's
Yeah.
usually been our MO.
Okay.
That was our MO when we were on Mem last time. So
Yeah. But I do recall a street fight that went very loud,
that's only because we got entangled. We had a very bad engagement roll.
but we were ready for loud though. We were.
Yeah, because like way cyber ninjas, like what the fuck?
Who gave
Yeah,
the
they-
doctor that machine gun?
I had it myself. It is my machine gun. Don't you take credit?
It was in the machine gun trench coat.
It wasn't the machine
Obviously.
gun.
Lab
Obvious.
coat.
No, it was
Excuse
in
me.
the gang warfare.
Grain
trench
warfare
coat.
lab coat.
Jeez.
There we go. That was
Yeah,
it.
lab coat, not trench
Yeah.
coat.
I said trench coat. I was like, wait, it's a lab coat. Damn it.
The
Lab
gang
coat, trench
warfare
coat.
lab coat.
The gang warfare lab coat, which is,
Ironically is a trench lab coat. It comes down to
There we
like
go.
about
There you
below
go.
the knees.
where
Perfect.
what is God, I gotta imagine now that we have some channel, we still have the Korean Mafia around. Freaking Triage's Nightfall Pop lab coat. Their K-pop equivalent lab coat.
Yes. So
it's adorable. Duh. It's
Awesome.
kawaii.
Yeah, I was gonna say it just has the Ahigo faces printed on it.
Oh Jesus, no.
that's not adorable. No, get out.
It's terrifying.
Not adorable. Get out. That's the reverse side of the Eldritch Horror lab coat.
All right, so Rhys, your Elrain is the one who hooked you up with this job with Captain
Yes.
Black, so he may or may not have more information.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that because he brokers all these deals, he might have actually given information to the person that stole this thing in the first place. I mean, it's not beyond the realm of possibility that this person came to him to get information about the weapon itself.
Go ahead and make a roll, and let's see how much he knows. This is
A consort?
yeah, it would be consort, but it's a fortune roll, so you'll get some kind of information, but who knows how much that'll be. The dice will tell us.
4.
4. Okay, yeah, you get pretty decent information. So
I definitely just tried to push my glasses up on my face.
I'm sure that is gonna have no end of delight.
Yes.
So yeah, you learn that he's actually scared of the person who took this. Ismissa is part of a strange mystic organization that seems to be always going after precursor artifacts, and this weapon is one of them. And when they found out about it, decided to make like a beeline for it, you could say.
Mhm.
And you would know, he would let you know that Ismissa is some kind of mystically potent person who either probably has access to other artifacts as well. And he tells you about how disconcerting it is, how they always wear a mask, and that normally where you'd be able to see someone's eyes through the mask, pitch black. And it sounds like they're talking with some kind of a voice modulator. But he like tells you with a slightly haunted look, like, but I don't think that they are. Like, I think they just sound like that now.
Gotcha. Interesting. So like some possible like wave corruption, or maybe an artifact that they use that like actually changed that. Very, very cool. Does he know anything about her ship specifically?
I don't think he knows much about their ship. Other than it was a smaller vessel, like a personal, like it's not equipped to make jumps. Like if she's leaving the system with this artifact, her ship would be like docking with another ship. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. So I would take that information and relay it to the crew. And then I would actually ask Triage if she can do some research on what kind of security a ship like that might have.
Should I make a study roll? I would absolutely do some research.
Yeah, make me a study roll. Let's learn about what you're going to be breaking into.
What is our position and effect?
It's... I'm going to say this is controlled standard, because I think there is some risk here because of what you might find. If people find out that you're finding it out, it could be complicated.
Oh.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yike.
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 So you are blocked or you falter. You can press on by seizing a risky opportunity or withdrawal to try a different approach. I think as you're like doing this research online, you keep running into like redacted. You're
Uh,
going to need to access some kind of
So am I
Like,
around when she's doing this?
tell me.
I mean, I'm the one that asked her. So would you triage go off on your own, or would you be okay? with it?
I would let you peer over my shoulder. I don't give a shit.
So I'm like, let me take a shot at this, and instead of using that, I'm going to use a hack to unredact them.
Okay. So it's going to be risky, but you can
That's
definitely
fine.
do it.
hack the planet.
Hack the planet.
Damn.
Okay, you do it, but there's a consequence. So the consequence is definitely something tracks that you have access to this information. Like there's
I would like to resist this consequence, please.
yeah, scrub your way out, delete the tag.
Delete that cache.
All right. Yeah, that sounds like it's a insight resist to me.
So trace.
Okay, so 3 is a decent amount. You get rid of the tag. They're no longer you spot it and are able to do the hacky thing to get rid of it. You know, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, do the hacky thing always.
Always.
Keyboard sorcery.
What you discover is that I mentioned earlier that they were like contacted by the governor to help out with a job. Whatever they would normally have hooked up with to go from one system to another, it looks like their ride out of Holt, at the very least, is on the governor's capital ship. Also, you discover the governor is here in Holt, in Mem, right now.
Oh
Take him hostage, all the money.
no, that's how we get hunted down by First Legion.
It'll be
So-
fine.
So time out. The ship is actually on the capital ship.
That's what you believe, yes.
Oh, okay, we're gonna have to kidnap him.
8 credits is not enough for this job.
Now, alternatively, you can wait. You know that they are going to have to change ships once they get into Rin, because the
Hmm.
governor is not going to take them all the way to Breck. So, if you don't want to try attacking the capital ship, which I can completely understand.
So
I have a plan if we do want to still address that.
I actually do as well. So what is your plan? Because I also have a plan.
My plan is to, since you are a former noble sort of ish, you know, you can pass, to masquerade as some sort of diplomatic crew, perhaps from the independent parliament, since we're on Mem, and to get on the ship and then go and steal the thing and get off the ship.
Yes. So that was also my idea. The only caveat that I would make is, can Flashbulb fly the ship through the gate? Because we would need to be able to get back.
Our ship?
The packet loss, yes.
Yes, I can do that. I think I can, yeah. It's just gonna be a lot of fancy flying. But we can do it.
Never tell us
I
the
mean,
odds.
as long as we can make that work.
Yeah. That's the daring thing to do. The smart thing to do would
Right,
be, of
right.
course, intercepted in Rin, but we're daring.
That's so fun. Skip that step, okay?
That
We're
sounds
going all in.
boring.
Triage and whoever Rindis' new character, what do you think?
I'm asleep. Don't ask me anything.
That's fair.
I'm fine.
Face like jumps
fine.
up on the table in the
I'm
middle
fine.
of the galley. He's like, one day we'll take the smart route, but this will not be that day.
This is not that day. Tomorrow's not looking too good either.
Yeah, lights up cigar, just like, this is what we were born to do.
Don't smoke a cigar in a blimp.
No ticket. Yeah. So I guess we're gonna sneak on. Well, not sneak on. We're gonna masquerade our way into the governor's ship, This will be fine.
Interestingly, because I am not technically a member of the hegemony, because I am of a foreign government, does this section know of my family?
You a separate government? Is that
I honestly don't know how we were wording that.
He has one of those what is it, the self-sovereign.
Yeah, I thought
Get
that
outta here.
I thought that you were part of the hegemonic nobility. Like,
Oh, okay. I thought
like this governor is as well.
They're part of
Okay.
like the hegemony covers 90% of the known galaxy. Like
Yeah.
likely that it is. Like unless you're like whatever this setting's equivalent of the Chiss ascendancy or whatever. Like
Okay, because my impression was that I couldn't do that, so that's fine.
yeah. I mean you have a
No,
legitimate
I mean-
ID, right?
No.
you did.
About
and-
that.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot you burned it. Right.
So, I mean, I'd always been working on the assumption that you were formerly hegemonic nobility, and that due to complicated backstory reasons, you had renounced that to live a life of crime.
I mean yeah.
Okay.
Crime's good.
So let's
Crime's
play. Let's play. Make a hegemonic ID.
Sure.
Or we can claim that he owns land on Mem, and it's being contested by the people of Mem.
That's a lot harder to sell. If we can, if the ID thing goes well, then we can. Just
No,
avoid all
this is that was me making a firebrand.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Also, you would know, and I didn't mention this earlier because you were out of the room, and probably, Glitch would also have known, but wasn't talking to you guys. But anyway, Captain Hunter Black is also former nobility.
You mentioned that
Okay.
earlier.
Yeah, she was saying that for my benefit.
Yeah, because he was out of the room. So.
Oh, right, okay, cool. Yeah, ex noble. So yeah, we could ask Captain Black about that. Be like, hey, so we have a plan.
To be honest with you, though, if I can get away with this ID and actually make it work, it would be fairly useful for me to be able to have such a thing in the future.
100%.
I mean, you can do a downtime action to either make a long-term project to have a permanent ID, or make an acquire asset roll to have a ID that will work well enough to get you on this ship right now.
I see. Okay. So I mean, I don't have enough time for a long-term project for sure. So I guess we could just acquire.
I mean, do you
assets.
have enough money? That's the question.
Absolutely not at the moment.
I mean, the
no.
thing is, you can do the acquire asset this time, and if it works,
You can
then
always take a
turn it.
loan from the Bank of Triage.
Oh yeah, fuck
This
that.
is true.
Or you could take out a regular
So
loan.
you
and just
on the
go
regular
into
get
debt.
credits when you're not even here, so I don't want to hear it.
But you can if it works for this mission, you can make a long-term project to make that a temporary ID into a permanent.
You know who also had a lot of credits? Lich.
Yeah, and now you're retired with all of I don't know
All
how
of
much
my
stash
all
you
of-
have.
a lot. It's a good amount. She's gonna live
Oh.
a good life. But anywho,
Did you have more than 20 stash?
no, it was a good amount.
I used to have
Well-
20 stash, and now I don't.
You're gonna live a well enough life.
Mm-hmm.
You sunk all of your money into the bar, and now you live paycheck to paycheck, maintaining the bar.
Yeah, it's 12.
But you know,
12. So it was close. But
Yeah. Hopefully nobody accidentally destroys the bar.
I
That would
mean,
be a big shame. I'm not actually threatening you. That would be terrible.
Nah, it's
ooh,
only got to pull off one more paper clip for the whole ship to fall apart.
Yeah. It'll be fine.
It will be fine.
I love this art you found for her.
Me too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have actually. I think I use this person in a different sci-fi game.
No gun though, because
Sure.
No gun, because we don't have guns here.
Looks at multiple blaster pistols. Right.
Yeah, no guns. No guns, no killing.
Uh-huh.
Only kneecaps.
All right, shit.
I mean, you can murder people, just do it in self-defense. Don't shoot unarmed doctors that are helping people.
I mean, she did shout, "They're coming straight for us," before she shot her in the head.
Okay, to be fair.
I don't think that's makes it any better, but okay.
No, it doesn't help.
Shall we acquire an asset?
Yeah, let's acquire an asset. So someone needs to spend 1 cred for the extra downtime action.
Someone give me money.
Okay.
Well, you know.
Thank you, Triage. You are an amazing person.
What is your crew quality?
2.
Fantastic. Roll 2 dice. The results indicate the quality of the asset. So you are going to want it to be at least a tier 3 asset to fool the governor's ship, which means you need at least a 6.
That is not a tier 2 asset.
Never mind. Maybe we have to do the other plan.
Yep, looks like we're going with the other plan.
You can spend money to make that better. If you spend 2 creds right now, it will be the quality you need it to be.
Sure, just spend all my money.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to spend the money if you don't want to.
No, I'll spend the money. I'll still have 1 card left.
You want to be part of this dumb plan, and I appreciate it.
I'm here for it, you know?
Good. Okay, good.
I mean, to be fair, we're gonna get an extra daring.
We bought a very,
reputation
very
out of
good
this.
fake ID.
It just says McLovin on it. It's
Yes,
fine.
from Hawaii. Definitely from Hawaii. Because all fake IDs are always from Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay, perfect.
Mr. McLovin?
It's just one name.
Okay. Great. Perfect. Flawless victory. Let's do our engagement roll here and cut to the action. So just in time for us to be done, but perfect. Flawless.
We have a half hour.
Yeah, that's enough time for us to just be done. No
Okay.
worries.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, Face is here. I'll take care of it. It's fine.
Deception?
This is I think it definitely feels like it's a deception roll. I'll definitely.
By the way, do we get the bonus from passing through? Just passing through.
No. Because you're not trying to pass yourself off as regular homogenic citizens. You're trying to pass yourself off as nobility.
I'm trying to pass myself off as a regular hegemony noble.
Not the same. Decidedly not the same.
Yeah, unfortunately. We'll probably have it for other things. It's fine.
It's fine.
So, have any of your friends helped you with this?
Nope, I spent all my money.
I mean, we had to get the ID from somebody.
I mean, that doesn't
No,
necessarily
I was
mean that
actually-
you're
I was
that they're a
actually
friend or
talking,
contact.
what's his name? Elrain. Elrain Rondas helped us.
Ah, right, your contact from this area. Yeah. Okay, so now are there any rivals fucking you up? Let me double check who is your rival here. No, and no. But yes, okay.
No,
So-
but actually, yes.
House Malclaith is your
Right.
mm-hmm.
Those
And
dicks
you're
that
going up
always
against
do.
You're going up against Health Malclaith.
Yes.
Do you have any
This is bold and or daring.
yeah, that's definitely true. Is it overly complex or contingent on many factors?
I'm trying to think because like our plan is get on the ship with
Right,
the
like
fake ID.
Our plan
and
is
then
pretty
get the
simple,
thing.
but I feel like there can be many complications to the plan, so it
Yeah.
depends on how you want to look at it.
It's contingent on it's essentially contingent on the ship being there and not being too locked down
Right.
for us to get the thing and then getting the thing back to our own ship, which is
Okay.
a whole thing.
Does the plan's detail expose the vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest?
I don't know if they'd be expecting us to show up on their ship to steal the thing, but I don't know if they're
In
particularly.
addition, I feel like the ID might be able to help with that because I feel like we're exploiting a weakness in their security potentially.
Well, that's the whole point. Like the ID is your detail, and that I think it kind of is. Like if you've managed to spoof an ID that's going to be like, oh yeah, fellow noble, please come on my ship. Do they have any particular defenses or special preparations against this?
Maybe.
I feel like they kind of do because the governor is actually here right now, and if this was the governor's ship or a different House Malclaith vessel without the governor being right there, but since he's here on planet, they're going to be like extra vigilant.
Yeah. Also, powerful mystic on around.
Yeah. They're also a higher tier than you. So you're looking at 1 die for this engagement.
I'm choosing normal load, by the way.
Yes, please everyone describe your
I'm
load.
picking heavy load.
I'll probably take.
Triage is walking there in her mech armor.
Mhm.
Yeah, lab coat.
I'm probably not going any
This
higher
is
than
my
normal.
exosuit lab coat.
Okay. Right. We have 1 die. Cool.
Good
We have
luck.
Who
sheer
wants
luck.
to roll it? Because I ruined their last one, so I'm not rolling this one.
I guess
I wasn't here last time, so I'll roll.
Yeah, you roll it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Please. Last
So
time
what is it? Fortune
last time I
roll,
rolled
one
as
dice.
GM, it
Yep.
went really poorly for my players, and so
4.
fail.
Don't fail. Thank you.
Yeah.
So mixed results. You are in a risky position when the action starts.
I like it. I like we're this is like one of the few times we are not desperate, so we will take it.
So yeah, you managed to get onto the ship. What does it look like as like Face puts on his noble persona, and the rest of you, I suppose, fall in line as entourage?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I am his pilot.
So Flashbulb is my pilot. Triage is obviously my doctor, and third person is the fifth wheel.
What do
I'm not
you
exactly
do?
sure how the character. Yeah, I'm.
Personal
What would you
assistant.
say? What would you say you do here?
Concubine.
Wow.
Wow.
No.
Okay.
I mean, are you hot? We got to start with that.
I mean, have you seen the picture?
No,
Kelsa would say so.
Now it's time to make the
I would say
hotness
so.
roll.
Yeah. So, Zero, as they introduce themselves, is female, but their hair is like a cascade of rainbow colors. And they very much have just a data pad and head visors that go over the eyes. And they basically did not talk to you guys the entire trip. And now that it's like, hey, it's time to go, what exactly do you do? They're just like, I can get the doors open when we need to.
All right.
I know how to open doors.
I think for our and Flashbulb's gonna say this as mockingly as possible. It's just like our lord's entourage might be, I don't know, his personal assistant or something. You know, gotta look inconspicuous.
Hey, I look at Flashbulb and I'm like, I taught you better than that. If you're gonna grift, at least do it well.
You're the one who I don't know anything about nobility, unlike yourself.
Zero just kind of shrugs and is like, I guess I'll go get my nice
When you say
outfit.
that, Flashbulb, you get this weird feeling in the back of your mind, like that's not 100% true.
Flashbulb,
good.
Queen
Oh,
of the
boy.
clones.
Yep. We're gonna that's gonna be a whole thing, but
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I just basically say to Flashbulb, like, just follow my lead. It'll be fine.
all right.
So I get dressed up in my Imperial clothes, which I'm assuming I had retailored because Space is crazy like that.
Of course.
So I am walking around with my Imperia regalia. So it's very like Falcon based. So it kind of matches the earring that he's always had that kind of like loops around his ear. So I'm assuming it's very like count-like, so it's got like a cape to it, and
Love it.
And very like noble space pirate, you know, very like ruffled shirts and trousers and big boots.
So you're a rogue trader.
For a hot second, I was imagining M. Bison.
I mean, can we still go with that?
Hey, I'll take M. Bison if I can do the psycho roll thing. I have waypoints.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay, so that's what we're rolling in with. But I don't wear a hat because it'll mess up my hair.
Of course.
Of course. So what was your, like, in a perfect world, what would this look like from the moment you dock to the moment you leave? And then I will stop you when we get to the point where things go sideways.
So from the moment we dock, I would walk in, I would introduce myself. My basic story is that my family is in the market for to open trade routes in what the heck is this, Holt? So I am here on behalf of my family to negotiate that. So what would happen is likely Flashbulb and our new helper would split off from the party at some point while I am negotiating, much like the last job.
The person you would negotiate with is not here. So you're like ushered to some flashy suite, like multiple rooms, all of that stuff, like robot butler, the whole nine. And they're like,
so I mean, that works even better.
They're like, please wait here. The governor will be back tomorrow evening, the latest.
Being a noble, I immediately say like I need this and this and this to absolutely be able to live, because I can't survive without my
champagne.
Yes,
champagne.
I need my champagne and my beef tartare.
Yep. This champagne has to come from Old Earth, France.
Yes.
Or nothing.
Somehow champagne in the space future is still defined by being from the Champagne region of France.
They colonized they colonized a whole planet and named it Champagne.
I would believe that.
Needs to be no less than like 8 credits, Okay, so once we get set up in our digs, I would recommend those two go out on a stealth roll, or do you think we should all go? Because if we all go, maybe I can explain our presence away. But if I do go, then if somebody shows up here looking for me, yeah.
I'm gonna go and make an artificial heart in case we need it.
You might just give it to an orphan that will endear themselves to you forever.
I lovingly put Triage in a spacesuit and attach her to the side of the ship and airlock her until we're done.
Oh, thank goodness.
I think
I'm tinkering with so many things that shouldn't be tinkered with.
I think like as it's either the two of us. It could be the two of us, 3 of us minus you face, or all of us, I think is the idea. And I think if you stay in the suite, it could be easier for you to deflect attention, because it could be like...
Correct, that was my thought.
Yeah.
But it could also be more difficult for him to escape when you guys need to go.
Yeah, that's the issue. I think all of us then, because then all of us are actually on this job too.
Okay.
Doing the thing. So.
All right, that works then. So what could we come up with to get us to the airlock with the ship?
Here's the question: where's their ship parked versus the other ship?
I think you would need to make some kind of roll to find that out. I don't think that
luck roll sounds fun.
Like
if you just like pull up next to the ship.
I mean, like they're like you're like inside of the ship. It's like docking bays.
It definitely, I was about to say, it definitely has its own docking. It's in a different docking.
Maybe I can hack it.
Yeah, someone could do a hack to find out like what the ship registry is. And
I can totally do that.
Yeah. Hey, we have a hacker on our team.
Yay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to do that?
I actually rolled a soldier, so I'm just gonna shoot it.
Show that computer.
Damn,
show that computer. Would you say
it was a boring conversation anyway?
Are we still on risky, or would this up to?
Yeah, risky.
It's risky
until we bork something up terribly. Then we're
okay. We haven't borked anything yet.
It's risky standard at this point.
Standard.
I think.
Sweet. Okay.
With your fine hacking rig.
Does somebody want to assist? By the way.
Until we bork it up as I roll.
I will assist you. I'll spend
there you
go.
To
assist you.
You'll need your fine hacking rig for this to be standard. But I figure you're going to use it, but just mark it on your sheet.
That's smart.
Cool.
Yeah, that would be something they would definitely be using. There's one. Yeah. All right. You had to say something.
I can hack better than that. You should just let me do it.
Well, you know, we could have brought the good hacker, but
I have 3 pips in hack.
But it would have been limited effect because you don't have a fine hacking rig.
I'm just gonna steal her fine.
It does have fine. Yeah. Well, we gotta hear what happens with this first.
Okay. Things go badly.
I tried.
Oh, this is the perfect fucking complication. You lose this opportunity for action. You easily hack the system, you get into it, but what you discover is that the ship you're after is no longer docked with this ship.
Oh,
it has
no.
just left.
I hate everything about this. Can we resist this? This is like absolutely terrible.
Nope.
You're killing me, Ren.
I tried to get you the good hacker.
You tried. Hey, I don't. Yeah.
So Zero
spat.
Zero looks up and is like, "So, I know this is my first day and all, but do you want the good news or the bad news?"
There's both.
There is both. I'm a very silver lining kind of person.
Let's just give it both. Give it both of us. Come on.
So
just intertwine both of them so it sounds like one piece of information.
A good news, bad news sandwich? Okay, so I was able to hack the system. The ship we're looking for has already left, but they didn't know that I hacked the system. We should go.
I agree, we should go.
Okay, so immediately, I'm gonna get on the comm and be like, an emergency has come up with my family. I will seek out the governor at my earliest convenience, but we must leave now.
Caution tape, start the engines.
Yep.
Great. I think that you're able to leave fairly easily. You are can make a roll to like follow the ship's trajectory as you and the packet loss get back out into space.
What type of roll would that be?
I would like to follow that damn ship because oh boy, am I ready?
I feel like this is study.
Study.
Like view the scanners and stuff.
Yeah, whoever wants to be the comms officer and do our scanning.
I'll study.
Alrighty.
Risky standard?
Yeah.
That was a partial success, so that's good.
Yeah, you are able to pick up on the trail of the ship, but it sees you as you are starting to fall in line with it and starts to change its trajectory. Originally, it looked like it was headed towards the surface of Mem, and now it's looping back around to maybe try to dogfight you guys.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Good, great.
We should increase our trajectory and use our mining drill finally.
That was exactly what I was going to say.
Mining drill.
Yeah, we're gonna Flashbulb's is just gonna punch it and head straight at the ship and activate the mining drill.
I feel like this is a really good cliffhanger to start doing XP and stuff, though.
Yeah.
So Firebrand
we're
next
here...
week, huh?
Flashbulb is here to try to disable the engines of this ship.
Yeah, we can make that roll next time.
Yeah,
y'all are a mess.
I like
talk about how it's not
I like
my
having
fault.
a reason to return to the game. That's suspenseful.
Yeah. Also, this is the first time the entirety of Packet Loss that we have done ship combat.
That's true. You did some races. You did some other stuff,
to
but
be
not ship
fair,
combat.
we don't actually have a real weapon. We have a fucking drill.
Hey,
We had the
not
opportunity.
knock the
We had the
drill,
opportunity to
okay?
get a real weapon, and we chose not to.
Don't knock
Multiple
it.
times, in fact, we've
I
had
mean-
an opportunity to get a real weapon.
I guess. I don't know.
It's been
Here's
at
the
least
thing.
twice.
Don't knock the drill.
And I do still have a lead on a graphic field generator, but that's not a weapon. That's just a very cool thing.
Yeah, if you ever want to follow up on that.
We'll see. I might be a little bit
Depends
busy
on how tonight this fight goes.
Yeah, I might be a little busy trying to destroy the Yaru to get a graphic field generator, but we'll see.
Did you take up? Oh, you are obsessed, aren't you?
Well,
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah.
we'll go out with a bang at least, right?
I added a new drive for myself.
Hmm.
So
Okay. I'm just taking us a note right here to open with the ramming speed of the ship here. Let's do some XP, starting with the packet loss. Did you execute a successful transport or smuggling operation? No.
No.
Nada.
Oh.
We're getting to it.
Mhm.
Soon.
Did you contend with challenges above your current station?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
It didn't say well. It just
House
said content.
Malclave.
Yep. Absolutely. Did you bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one?
I don't think so yet.
We're getting to it.
Okay. And
One.
did
We still
you
at one.
express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of this crew?
Oh, hell
There was a
yeah.
lot of
Think we did in-
interconflict.
There was a lot of conflict with Glitch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So 3. Hey, we got a crew advance, everybody.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Let's buy a laser
Mhm.
that we just poofed into existence.
Yeah.
You have to actually purchase it.
Yeah,
I brought that. I brought that
I
with
mean-
me.
We got it from Glitch as a parting gift.
Yeah, don't worry, it'll be fine. Go ahead and try and shoot it.
She said it'll work. I mean, I don't see why she would lie.
I believe her. Triage
Face is like we were really close. She wouldn't do anything
You know,
spiteful.
what's really funny is what we could pick up after Glitch has been doing this whole thing. There is a special ability called Field Repairs. You gain potency when repairing your ship while in space, and if you spend a gamut on a rig roll, you get +2 dice instead of +1.
There you go.
Yeah, just be like, we're gonna spite Glitch by being good
By
mechanics.
being-
now we're all
By
gonna learn to be
actually being
mechanics.
good mechanics.
Yep.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, if that role attested to anything, you definitely.
We all a
are.
bunch of sourpusses. Ain't we?
Yep.
I mean,
That's
I don't
fine.
know what you
I'm
thought.
not bitter. You're
Flashbulb-
bitter.
I don't know what if you thought Flashbulb was not a bitter person considering Choss, but you know,
Poor Choss. Not really, but
I was
still.
not say he deserves it.
He's kind of an asshole, but still. Let's do personal XP. Face, did you?
Let's do mine first because
Oh.
mine's easy.
Sure.
I got nothing.
Hold
No,
on.
no.
you
Nope.
did,
Jack,
you did a
Jack
hack.
got something.
It-
Zero
Yeah.
got something.
It wasn't.
You addressed a challenge.
Yeah.
Was
Glitch
it,
got
was
at
it-
least
did it
one
count
experience.
as a tough challenge?
Yeah.
It's risky.
All right.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on. You could have gotten experience as 3 different characters today. I feel like you're the most complicated one.
No, you have to pick one. She already established that before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so... And it doesn't matter for the other two. I have no idea where Cecilia went, and...
We'll find her.
Eventually. Yeah. Well, then it would be at least... It would be one, then.
I feel like the whole crew needs goddamn tracking devices at this point. We keep losing people.
You do. So one. I definitely did the one roll and fucked it for everyone.
That was good, though. I like the complication because now we get to ram somebody.
Yep.
So
we finally get our ship combat.
That's always a plus.
Yep.
Let's talk about how it's not my fault, and then...
I mean, did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, and background by being very quiet and non-interacting with the crew at all?
No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because if you wanted to establish that was
does that
part
count?
of their personality, yes.
Oh, well,
by taking XP for this now, you're telling us that is
how they roll.
True, and that is how they roll, and to expect that in the future.
Expect that from me in the future.
I also really enjoyed the good bad sandwich. That was pretty funny.
That was good. Yeah.
There we go.
So I got into system okay.
I am a silver linings. I am a silver linings type of person. It's a very good statement for a character.
I agree. Yeah, absolutely. I think that
go.
Definitely.
To experience.
We definitely need a positive person on this goddamn crew. We're all like, fuck the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I was just positive in a very neutral way.
Yeah.
I feel like, even though we only saw very little of Zero, we got to learn quite a bit about them. So,
Alrighty.
All right, now we'll do Face.
Yep.
Face. Did you address a tough challenge with deception or influence?
Always.
Yeah, I think that you did both of those things. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Indeed,
Definitely background at the very least.
So heritage, because I actually did my whole family thing this time, and beliefs also when I talked to Glitch.
Oh yeah, all of that stuff. You can only take 2 XP, but you definitely did all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And did you struggle with any issues from your vice or traumas?
So yes, I struggled with Glitch, and I also overindulged, which is a struggle with my vice.
Yeah. I definitely saw both of those things happen.
Yep, I did too.
Triage.
Hi.
Did you address a tough challenge with insight or compassion?
No.
I love how hard you had to think about that.
Yeah, I was just like,
Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
I did, where I was like hanging out with Glitch, and she obviously didn't want me to be there, and I obviously just wanted to know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
Triage is like, we're friends though.
I mean, Triage was doing it in the pursuit of science, so I understand.
I definitely feel like science trumps all as being like a belief of Triage. Did you struggle with any issues from your vice or traumas?
I feel like that was a little bit of unstableness, like the fact that I kept diving back into it and like not taking the hint.
And the fact that you were just like completely waffling back and forth between, we hate Glitch for what she did to, oh hey, I know a mechanic on planet.
I know the perfect person for this job.
That was so good.
That definitely felt unstable to me. So yeah, totally.
So I'm throwing both of those points into resolve.
Cool. All right, Flashbulb.
Yeah.
Did you address a tough challenge with speed or flair?
Certainly not this time.
This is like the only time.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, hold on. You punched it at the very end of the episode.
That's fair.
We didn't roll that die, but I feel like you can still take XP for that.
If you think that's fine, then I will.
So she did say very specifically, I punch it towards the ship.
Yeah.
So
if you retcon that at the beginning of next episode, then you will take back that XP.
Oh no, I'm gonna.
No, we're charging that ship. I will quit the game if we do not try to drill through the side of the ship.
Ramming speed is what will happen.
Good. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Oh, you best believe I did so many times.
Apparently, you're king of the clones. It's fine.
Yeah, you're progenitor. You're progenitor clone now.
Yeah, which just means all of the Lotus clones are based off of me. So.
Wait,
Yeah.
is Lotus a clone based off of you?
Lotus, the fashion designer? No.
Yes.
we went over this because
That would be so much fun if she was, but anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said that she wasn't, so she wasn't.
Yeah,
She is my best friend at UWU in my character sheet.
And did you struggle with any issues from your vice or traumas?
Yes, I did.
I feel like you definitely did.
Yeah, I did. Especially my vice from learning too much and now being like, oh, I'm not technically a clone. I am the person that all the clones are based on. Right. This is my life now.
And you keep coming back to that and you keep going like, wait, what?
Yeah. And yeah. And then you're being like, hey, that might not be true that you don't know anything about nobility. So, yeah, and then trauma. I vicious. I'm here to be vicious. I'm here to pick up.
You heckin' vicious.
I'm here to pick up glitch and then just be like, I'm just gonna leave before Sumchan shows up.
And then he did.
Yeah, and then he did, and I'm like, nice seeing you, Sumchan. And we left.
Yeah,
Sumchan is now Keanu Reeves. It's canon.
Yeah. I accept this. That
Whoa, hang on.
I wrote that in my
Keanu
notes.
Reeves.
I wrote that in my notes.
Sumchan now, and I like Keanu Reeves, so that can't be a thing.
I wrote that in my notes. Now played by Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Well, now we're allied with Sumchan somehow, so we can't fight Keanu Reeves.
This guy bothering you? No, sexy space Keanu Reeves. He was just leaving.
I am now stealing Sumchan away.
It's
official.
I leveled my prowess and now have 3 in scrap.
Nice. You might need them.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Well, good game, everybody. Let's do some outros, starting as per tradition with outro.
Hi, I'm Outro. I do tabletop RPG stuff on the internet. Here on Thursdays playing Packet Loss, and on Sundays I run a game of Mothership called Bag of Bones, which has been exciting. The last episode had a naked shower scene, so that was nice. Other than that, I play video games throughout the week. I've been absolutely unfathomably obsessed with Enter the Gungeon lately. But tomorrow I start a full playthrough. I'm going to play through the entire game on stream of Tokyo Mirage Sessions, which is amazing. It came out on the Wii U, so it never got noticed because the Wii U is absolute garbage. So they re-released it for the Switch, and it comes out at midnight tonight. And yeah, I'm really excited to be pop idols who turn into Fire Emblem characters and fight bad guys, because that's the kind of shit I'm into. But yeah, that was it.
I hear it's Persona E too, so
it is very Persona E, because it's the developers of it's Shin Megami Tensei and the developers of Fire Emblem merged together.
Damn.
To make a super game.
So I'm here for it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a masterpiece, but it's a really, really good game that just flew under every radar because it came out on the Wii U. And that's about it. That's me. I'm going to start that at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Yeah.
Awesome. Rhys.
So this Tuesday, Hell or High Water, we will be having our show.
Yeah, the talk show that we were going to start this past week.
It will be episode 1 of the Nerdalgia podcast. So come check out our top 10 nerdiest things that we did last year. Then Thursday I will have Packet Loss, and I think that's about it for me currently. Besides the fact that I am currently working on developing my laser eyes. So updates on that.
Laser eyes.
Hooray for laser eyes. Saintguard, how about you?
Hi, yeah?
I was going to say, I hear you've got something coming up.
Oh, I do. It's true. On Saturday. I'll get to that in a second. But hi, everybody. My name is Saintguard. I'm a variety streamer, voice actor, and sometimes GM of tabletop role-playing games. That last part's kind of important. Usually you can find me over on twitch.tv/Saintguard. I will be on tomorrow. Last week we did Katana Zero, which was a lot of fun. Tomorrow I'm doing Twitch Sings. I'm gonna be doing karaoke.
Hey.
I used to do musical theater, but I haven't done like singing stuff in a while. So
If I show up
I'm
and request
excited.
Semi-Charmed Life over and over and over again, you better do it.
I will do it at least once if you request it.
Okay.
Because I think it is on my Twitch Sings like list.
It has to be.
Yeah, so I'll be streaming this weekend. I was on a long hiatus until last week, and I'm happy to be back. Also on Saturday, importantly, we have returning Republic City by Night, which is my Forged in the Dark Legend of Korra game. So if you're interested in Legend of Korra, Forged in the Dark games, or just want to see, if you want to see the 1920s with bending, you can come and check out the G-Dow Detectives over on Kelsa's channel, actually, because I am the GM, but she is the one hosting it. That starts at 3 p.m. Pacific on Saturday. So come on over and check that out. It's a lot of fun. I am making both Republic City by Night, which is the Legend of Korra game, and its own original setting called South of Morning for it. So that's
I forgot to mention, I put like 5,000 words into a module that I'm making for the Mothership game. So
Damn.
I've been designing as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The game
The
design
outro has
stuff.
been far more busy than I have with that, but that's, I don't know. That's because I'm in a weird place in my life right now. But anyway,
It helps because Zev keeps motivating me by making cool ass art stuff, and I'm like, all right, now I have to write things.
art. I made the names for all of the factions in South of Morning like last week, and I'm very happy with that because
That's tough.
I now have factions like the Righteous Fists of the Spiritual Kingdom.
That's
as a
fucking
faction.
mouthful.
Yeah, look. This is what happens when all of your stuff is based off of based off of a combination of Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and Vietnamese history. You get things where it's like, I'm just gonna take the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom and throw it together with the Harmonious Fists, who is the boxers in Western parlance. So that's a whole thing. But yeah, you can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Saintguard. I'm using it with an LY at the end, and that's me. Because I went too long already.
That's all right. I'm Kelsa. Hello. I play role-playing games on the internet. When I'm not here being a GM for this space game, you can find me on Sundays being a doctor, where Outro is a GM for a different space game, which is a Mothership game that they were mentioning earlier. Saturdays over on my own channel, we're going to be starting back up the G-Dow Detectives with Saintguard as the GM. Super looking forward to that. I love that game so much. On Mondays on my own channel, every other Monday, we're going to be doing a short series of one-shots. Our first upcoming one-shot, not this Monday, but next Monday, is going to be Dialect. Pretty excited to be running that on stream. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. We got a couple other one-shots lined up before we fill that space with an ongoing game. So
I
that's
want to
pretty
play
cool.
Dialect.
Yeah?
Yeah, I want to play Dialect.
Dialect's super cool.
We may be able to make that happen.
Mhm.
Probably not on this Monday stream, but probably in the future.
Maybe.
Soon, my
We'll see.
child.
Oh, right, and D&D is back on Tuesdays. I'm over on the Greyhawk channel. My boy Bojko, half-orc barbarian, is back and better than ever. His Warhammer Downfall is now magical after we got back from the holiday break and an elongated period of time has passed. Good times. I'm really looking forward to continuing Savage Tide. That's me. That is all of my things. So, Rindis,
Hey, that's me.
take it away.
Yeah, hi, I'm Rindis. You're currently watching our show. This is Party Wipe Games. It's nice to meet you all for the first time, or if you're returning, thanks for still watching. We're not awful, I promise. You can catch us starting soon, 7 days out of the week. What is sleep? Mondays, we will be playing Force for the Trees, my 1920s inspired fantasy setting, where one of the players may not have inadvertently wished to a trickster god for their heart's desire. Wording is important when dealing with spirits that you don't know what they are capable of. Tuesdays, we are playing Vampire the Masquerade. Our new game, its title is called Northern Lights. It is a Vancouver by Night story. There we go. I got to make it all work, Rhys. Yeah. Wednesdays, we will be starting up Misspent Youth. That's the one.
When is that starting?
Soon. I only have you on the roster right now, so I gotta pull in more people.
I want to be an asshole punk.
I mean, that's the whole game.
Doc Martens and
that's the whole game. That's the whole game.
And I just want to say, fuck you while having a giant red mohawk. That's all I want to do.
You're gonna be the first one to sell out to the man. It's fine.
Chop that mohawk off.
Yeah, you're gonna get a corporate suit.
Just big ass red Liberty spikes.
No, Siri, nice. Go away. Thursdays we are of course here playing Packet Loss. Fridays, I promise I will actually finish Good Omens because we have to be done with that in order to make room for the new show Fusions, which is random Tuesdays, homebrew adventure using the Powered by the Apocalypse system that is a totally legally distinct from Steven Universe game. And Saturdays we play Descent into Avernus. The players finally reached Hell, and this Sunday we are starting Curse of Strahd, which I'm super excited for.
We'll see how long it takes the players in Curse of Strahd to get to Hell.
I mean, I'm one of the players, so it probably won't take long. No, I'm gonna be playing a Dragonborn.
We're all living in hell, bro.
Yeah, that's gonna be a new experience for me because I'm playing both a male character and a Dragonborn. Two things I do not do often, and especially anything that's not human, I tend to shy away from because I like human. Humans are the best. That's it. You can support us on Patreon if you like what we do. I would sincerely hope that you do because helping us really helps out the channel, and you can get your part in one of the monthly one-shots this month. In 2 weeks we will be playing the Alien RPG, so if
I just want to say something, Rendis. Humans can't be the best because half-elves exist.
I mean, that might have been true for 4th edition, but
regardless to that, Dragonborn need a buff hard.
They do. They absolutely do. They really, really do. But, I mean, Unearthed Arcana can continue putting out archetypes for the same classes that have already gotten buffs and extra stuff, and, you know, it's fine. You know, who doesn't...
But what is a Beastmaster Ranger after all?
I mean, who doesn't need another barbarian subtype, right?
Wait, my goat needs to use my turn? Throw that in the trash.
I mean, just have goat swarms. They have the Swarm Master one now.
In his defense, he is the goat, though.
Yeah,
so
I am the goat.
I didn't know you were making a new Ironsworn hack. Goatsworn.
Nice.
I'm about it.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Goatsworn. You play
v Vermintide. Let's
Goatsworn.
do it.
Play a shepherd. Play a shepherd, and you got to keep your herd safe.
And there's a black goat. His name is Philip. He offers you to live deliciously. It's a whole thing.
All right. On that note, we're already
let's wrap this up, folks. Let's see. Is there anybody that we can raid?
I see dump stat charisma. I see
AP is on. Diesel shots on. Let's go. Let's raid.
That's about it.
Let's raid Diesel Shot. They're on break right now, but they've popped in to the show and have been supportive. I don't mind helping AP Gaming, but they haven't really acknowledged our existence.
Fair.
We'll go over to Diesel Shot and give them some love. They're playing a Fallout RPG, so if that's up your alley, you should check them out. Uranium Fever. They're on their 3rd episode.
As long as they're not ending when we get there.
No, they're on break, so they should be back in 4 minutes, 3 minutes, give or take. A couple minutes.
It's all good.
Yep, we're done. Here you go. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.